everybody. I don't know if you can hear that, and I'm sorry. I'm coming in laughing, but right before I went live, all I could hear from upstairs was, "Daddy, I am a ghost." Oh, I forgot to put my other light on. Yeah, and then he opened the door and just yelled it again, so I don't know if you guys heard that. Guys, we're in. If you are still loading in or you're waiting for the sim to correct itself, it is correct itself. It is working.
What a legend.
I apologize that
You.
Well, here, let's do this, guys. Let's just see if I can get this set up. We're doing it live. I did not. I did, but it's not set up. Yeah, so okay. Let's do this. We're here. We're loaded in, guys. Hopefully you're all loaded in. We'll kind of delay a bit as people kind of get in. But we'll go through the typical stuff. Welcome to day whatever it is. 65? 65? I think it's 65. Welcome to day 65. It's good to have Carbon on the audios because he knows everything and it makes things so much easier. You know what? So here's the deal, guys. Let me do this. Go ahead and chat there, Carbon. You are not coming up on stream because I'm a bozo. No, you should be coming up on stream. You are not coming up on stream. Is anything coming up on stream? Oh, nothing is coming up on stream. Guys, I apologize. Nothing audio-wise is coming up on stream. And I'm going to tell you why.
Figure it out, bud.
Okay, now you should be getting it. Carbon, go ahead and say words.
Words.
Yeah, baby. I figured it out.
Fucking awkward, bud.
So here's what happened. El Gato did a massive event last week, made some huge announcements, and as part of that was a new download for their software, which so far is so good. You can actually adjust it around. Anyways, it reset everything. It reset all. There's going to be audio not going to the right places because it literally reset everything. So sorry. We'll figure it out as we go, but let's get back into it. You can hear Carbon now. Guys, day 65, thank you so much for joining us. If you missed last week, oh yeah, Kev, yes, it was. If you missed last week, you miss a lot of fun, guys. So obviously the journey was fantastic, but then on Wednesday we did the sim adventure. And things kind of popped off a little bit. We had a lot of fun, a lot of work on the back end, or a lot of chatting on the back end, with some folks over at Pilot Edge, but had some wicked fun. So let's see if this works. Yeah, perfect. So new follower, King Daniel DR. I don't know, Doctor. I don't know. Also just realizing that this is. Yep, there we go. That'll fix that. Yeah, it did. King Doctor coming in with the follow. Carbuncle 1969 coming in with the follow. Here we go. K Smith PE. Folks, that is the owner and creator of Pilot Edge. Came in with the follow. Enjoyed the stream last week. Enjoyed the shenanigans. They loved having us come in as a group of 8. So next year, group of 20 minimum. Just putting it out there. Kiddo Shay. Kiddo Shay coming in with the follow. The Usher 88. And here's the fun, the last two follows here, guys. I'm gonna say it wrong. Decalp 63 and C Kreppel. If you don't know who those two are, guys, Decop was the controller for 27 while we were coming in on ATIS 1185, and C. Kreppel was the lovely lady who caught me off guard at Fisk Approach and asked me to, said it was okay that I talk back, and I was not prepared because I was just monitoring the channel. So honestly, to all of you new followers, I don't know if my buttons are going to work or even if you're going to hear it, but welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. I'm seeing levels, so that means you guys must have heard that. So
all
guys,
good.
thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. And also, while we were away,
Might as
Drew
well
Lord.
resubscribe while waiting on the sim to work.
Oh, see, I don't hear that. Okay, so my monitoring doesn't work. But Drew Lord came in and purchased some sexy merch. The Stola t-shirt.
I mean, really
absolutely love
good.
it. Thank you so much. And then while we were loading in, I'll play it again. Beta Zenjin came in with a resub 4 months and says, yo, what's going on? Really appreciate it. And Wheels just happened right now. Wheels 7185 is resub 2 months in a row, 3 total, and says, might as well resubscribe while waiting on the sim to work. I hear that, guys. So some of us are in, as you can see behind me here. I am in. I need to set my time to well, that went to 1 o'clock for some reason. 4:10. If you want live weather, it is crappy out there, but we're gonna let Carbon talk about that. So Mr. Carbonzo, do you want to? Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Carbon Prop. It didn't work.
Oh, thanks.
Go ahead, Carbon. I got nothing. I don't know how to fix
it. This is embarrassing.
Bikes, maybe.
Yeah, I can
okay.
fall off bikes.
I don't give a about you.
Well, I'm going to do one of my premium briefings here. You know, y'all like them.
I love them.
So we're leaving Kombolcha today, heading east towards a couple stops in Djibouti. And then we'll make our way across the entrance to the Red Sea for, I think it's called Taz in Yemen. So we're finally off the African continent, at least for a couple of weeks. And then we'll be coming back to visit Cairo. But other than that, we're done with it. It's over.
Awesome.
Today should be some nice views. It is cloudy out there, probably some rain showers, thunderstorms along the way. So, but it seems like the closer we get to the shoreline, it should be better, and the winds may start picking up as we cross the water. There were supposed to be sandstorms in Yemen today, but I think that's done with. So we should be okay. Yeah, that's it. And oh yeah, we're doing what is it, 66 or 67% tanks. Make sure you are really careful about your fuel tonight, because we have no stop, not until we get to the destination. So make sure you lean it out. Yeah.
Great to hear.
Enjoy.
So you said 66, right?
66, 67. I think 67 might actually be closer. It's like 33 gallons total, something like that.
That's all good. That's all good. Do we have an echo? I know why.
Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
That should be done. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm just going to try this one more time, see if you guys hear it.
Looks like we're pretty successful. Holy cow, there's a lot of people in here. Okay, it's working.
Perfect. I'm just going to move off this parking spot to get out of the way. You heard the Donkey Kong? Perfect. You're hearing the sim audio? Right on. Look, there's... so I don't know if everybody's loaded in. But I know folks are, for the most part, coming on in. Perfect. I'm just going to stop here.
Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
Awesome. Jagalber, and Blue Chachi. Oh man, guys, I'm so sorry I butcher these names all the time. It hurts my soul all the time. But guys, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it.
Welcome
and of course,
to the Legends Ground Crew.
if you do want to come and fly with us, you are more than welcome. The mispronounce is what I go for. Yeah, that's fair. Blau Chachi. Oh boy. Kev, you'll be slewing to catch up. No worries, no worries. I'm just gonna take a look to see. Oh, I forgot to turn my controller on, so my sim's gonna freeze here for a second, because that's what happens when you could. Maybe it's not. Holy crap! That's the first time that's ever happened. Oh wow, yeah, okay. It looks like quite a few folks have loaded in already. That's awesome. Fantastic. Okay, loading in the sim now. Wheels perfect, so you'll be right behind us. Sky Dream, that's a new name. I love to see it. Who else we got here? Token, N-Bug, Rain Man, Tanker Mod, The Wolf, JJ Dog, Fnargle, M Sergeant Mac 8. I think, is that a new name? I feel like that's a new in-sim name. Merlin the Frog, it's NorCali, blah, amazing. So guys, if you haven't been following along in Discord, this fella right here, the Wolf, I'm assuming this is you, Wolf, has been playing catch up with the journey since early February and has literally caught up and is here and flying first group flight with us. So make sure you buzz him, fly upside down in front of him, whatever. Give him the full BLL experience. It's so good, dude. Honestly, that is amazing that you made it. It's NorCali is flying some floats. Love to see it. Oh, this is nice. Nice. We've got someone else who's flying the Gorilla. You crashed already? Uh-oh. I'm assuming you're just using the emotes. And there's a new guy in the Discord who's now playing catch up right from the very beginning. So, all right, guys, I think most people are loading in. Should we get going and then hopefully everyone can just catch up?
Yeah.
Well, we'll do a couple stops along the way instead of just all touch and goes, but it is a bit longer one. So we'll also try to keep going so that we're not here till midnight, as we're already starting late.
Get the heck out of Africa, boys.
So I would say let's do this. Let's get off of this continent for at least 2 to 3 weeks. What do you think?
Forever.
Forever.
We don't even have to touch down in Cairo. We just fly over it. That'll be just fine.
Perfect.
Please.
That's what I want to hear. Hopefully that is all working.
Just dip a tire on a pyramid and get out.
For flight planning, let me hit that. Yes, I needed to do that. I knew it. I almost forgot something.
You're gonna log on to Pilot Edge and call us out of here?
I am absolutely not going to do that.
But you're so experienced now.
Now he did mention about something if we wanted to, kind of using Unicom.
30-30?
Possibly. Okay, I think I'm connected here, guys. We'll see what happens. All right. Oh, Hutch, you are not using OBS this evening?
Sorry, totally forgot. Stand by.
All good. I just, didn't see you, so. All right, guys, make sure you check your parking brakes when you want to stop, FYI. If you watch the stream on Wednesday, you'll know what I'm referring to.
Will we have the update? No, we won't by next Monday, will we?
No, we won't.
It'll be on Tuesday.
Yeah, update Eve. Do we do a special midnight edition?
Nope. Hard no.
The after 9 edition.
Yeah.
What are we going up to here? I think when I was messing around earlier, I was able to,
Like 8,000? We need more than that?
no, yeah, I think it was closer to 9 or 10. So I'm going to go to 10 just to be safe.
I think you'd be okay lower. 85 should be plenty. You might even be able to go lower than that.
That seems risky if you're...
That ceiling is pretty low out ahead. I'd really suggest if you can stay VFR, the terrain out here is pretty amazing.
Okay, a couple hosts just came in. Outcastville coming in with the host, really appreciate it, and Viper Strike 95 as well coming in with the host. Guys, really appreciate the host. Oh, wow, I should probably. Am I not? Oh my goodness gracious, get it together. I'm a mess. Guys, thank you so much for the host. Really appreciate you for, doing that for us. That's awesome. Hey, there's Hutch and Carbanzo. Well, Carbon was always up. We got Hutch going now. And Hutch,
Yep.
why is your video all messed up? I'll fix it.
Do I need to, like, lean forward today?
Wow, your mic is super. Did you turn your audio on OBS?
I thought I blocked it. Is that better?
No. Did you do something in Discord?
Nope.
What?
Must be you.
It must be.
Should I whisper?
I'm tuning. Did you in Discord any possibility you turned your input volume all the way up?
Shut it down, it's dead stick time!
No, who called it already?
Just wanna
No.
No!
No.
Come on, sir.
We left without Kev and he got mad.
This was. Oh, I forgot to change that. Well, that doesn't work. So we'll watch Hutch. Oh yeah, I totally didn't mention that Punch isn't gonna be here.
Punch is on Baby Moon.
Yeah, Punch is on honeymoon. Oh my lord,
This is not good, boys.
this is not good. Do I have
Not
to-
great.
Can I
Not
go
great.
back somewhere?
I'm going into full stall here, so that's awesome.
Holding 90 knots. I got a little bit of floaty room here.
Oh, it's still working. I'm going back to the airport.
500.
I'm turning around.
Not a
I'm
bad
going
idea.
back. Yeah. I don't think I'll make it back. Everything. This is all downhill. This is not good.
Yeah, it's all gonna be hillside, isn't it?
For whatever reason, I have lost. I cannot. Everything on my Bravo is off, like as if I turned my avionics off.
Uh-oh.
500.
Yeah. What is happening?
Okay, I think. Oh my gosh, this is
I
gonna be
think these
so
villagers are gonna be mad.
Uh-oh. This is more uphill than I expected.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Have you wanker?
Oh, come on.
Oh, that turn was
Oh, come on.
sharper than I wanted it to be.
Level. Yes.
Oh, no stutters. Not a good time for stutters.
Woo, okay. We're good. We're good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Hachi. Wait, why did you not crash?
Oh, dude.
Hutch? Do you want to
I
tell us
don't
something?
know. I mean, I can't get out of this, so.
Did you turn Hutch, or did you turn crash off?
I have not, that I know of. Do you think I'll slide out of this?
That'd be amazing. You just hit it and tip over. Oh, I gotta fix your camera still. Come on, man. Are you in dev mode?
No.
Interesting.
Weird. Alright, I'll just restart. Well, I guess I gotta.
I hope there's nothing.
Can you slew out of it and just flip yourself over?
Am I allowed to do that?
Just go for it. Nobody's counting.
Roger. Vertical? Actually. Brakes? Brakes. Ooh.
This is a heck of a downhill.
My concern is more about not stalling at altitude here. Oh man.
guess try to get out of here.
Autopilot, are you gonna try and kill me? No, you're not. Oh my god. Okay, well that was terrifying to start this off, so thanks, Kev.
No kidding.
Good lord.
A lot of angry villagers. Remote villagers.
Yeah. Good. Back down.
Yes.
Is this gonna climb at the rate?
Were we at 85? Is that what that was?
500.
For that
Yeah.
nonsense?
Sorry, what was that, Hutch?
I wasn't at 85 yet, I don't think. Maybe I was. I was close.
I think
Yeah,
you can
sorry,
do
did you say
8,000. 8,000 should do it.
Okay. Roger. Thank you.
500.
The terrain drops pretty drastically not too far from here, I think, so.
That owes me a new paint job. Mostly on the wings. Tops of the wings.
SJ, Carbon is there on camera, but he's part of Fight Club, so we don't talk about Fight Club.
Not until next week.
Not on stream.
Until next week.
Yeah. Well, even next week, not on stream.
It's a day. What's it gonna matter?
That's fair.
Or knocked on wood pretty loud.
Okay, there we go. Take it out of my PLL check. There you go, Hutch. Kev's offered to pay for your dead stick. Did you see what I did there?
See what you did there.
But like, who's really watching for? It's true. It is true. However, not worth it. Not worth it. Get Carbon kicked out of the sim.
For life.
So worth it.
For life.
I'll have to come up with a new name.
Oh wait,
Tower,
Hutch,
this is
maybe
Ghost Rider requesting a
your
flyby.
camera is fine?
Sure. I am kind of slunched over.
Oh, you've got a monitor in front of you, right?
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I thought the screen was cut off. I was like,
No, you're good. I forgot to tell you I was doing that.
it's all good. In my head, I was just like, how did I screw this up? Like, I haven't touched anything.
A little bit of weather here. Purple everywhere.
Oh, Kev, you got to reset. That sucks. All right, 10,000 is going to be no viz, so that's not great.
Are you guys getting the every 1 second pause?
Nope.
Anybody?
No.
Just me? Cool. Cool.
The sim was like, we'll give you some stuff back, but not everything.
We're bringing back like 3 updates.
All right, you guys are clear at 85?
8,000 is good where I'm at also.
Okay.
Don't forget to lean out, guys.
Yeah.
Ultra, we coming in with the follow. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you tuning in. Guys, if you are new followers and you want to come and fly with us, you are more than welcome to hop on into the sim. And yeah, if you need any information, hop on over to the Discord. Bush League, lean out of the window. Yes. Just stick your head out, get that fresh air in. Yeah, head over to the Discord. All the information there is in terms of flight plan and so on. And if you go to bushleaguelegends.com, you can find all of the mods and everything that we're flying as well. Hopefully I will get... Oh, and Ultra Wee, dude, thank you so much for the follow.
Welcome to the Legends Ground Legend.
And Ultra Wee is also coming in with the Prime sub. Dude, thank you for the support. We really appreciate it. And because this is your... Oh, God, what do I say? This is their first month subscribing, so I think I need to say, welcome. Can I do this in a different voice? Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to work. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Is it a different sound? I don't think it's going to be a different sound because I shut it off. I shut the voice changer off. Either way. Oh, it is? It is?
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
I did it right. All right, then.
Ultra Wing. Welcome to the League of Legendary Bush Pilots.
That's epic. Love it.
Plane. I don't even know how my audio is set up. There's no reason you guys should have heard that. I have no idea why you heard that. I honestly have no idea. Yeah, that's shut off. You shouldn't have heard it there. Shouldn't have heard it there. Do I have it set up in OBS? Oh, I do. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, well, it worked. It worked.
Roger.
Oh, God. Whatever. Do I have helium mode? You know what? There's actually some new ones that were added. And I have not listened to yet. And I actually have no idea what they sound like. SJ, I feel like you should fly with us more often, but like I'm not going to tell you what to do. But like just be better. Like just be better. That's all I'm going to say. Is just be better.
Just do better next time, you know?
Although I also feel like you do fly with us often. Is the dead stick music still going? I don't even... Is it off? Guys, I'm new at this. This is my first time. Is it still on? It can't still be on. It can't still be on. It is? It's supposed to stop.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Really?
Yep.
I don't
Figure it
even...
out.
I don't even remember what audio it is. If I do this, did anything happen? It's very dramatic. It's supposed to be dramatic for the dead sticks, but I thought I had it set to turn off. Is it off now? Did it change
Yep.
to like a different dramatic sound and now it's off? Yes. All right. Guys, it's my first time. It's my first time.
What are you leaned out to, Carbon?
I'm like at 7.6. I'm not cruising very fast though. I'm like 21 and 2350.
Okay, let's slow back here.
Not going to see that sexy orange cub anyway.
I'm more worried about landing with fuel on board,
But why?
especially crossing water. Oh,
I'm
man,
sorry there
Carbon,
aren't-
I have a heck of a story for you, by the way.
Oh, good.
So I have a neighbor, he's like the load manager, I guess, for Delta at the international airport here.
Yep.
So they had an A330 like 2 weeks ago come in. It's a normal bird that comes in from Atlanta to Salt Lake here. And they were doing maintenance in between turnaround, like doing pressure checks and all the different cargo holdings and, you know.
Mhm.
So
Can't hear
Icy
Hutch.
says you can't hear Hutch. I'll wait. Please hold for dramatic effect.
I feel like Hutch's volume keeps going up and down.
I've literally touched nothing. How dare you?
I don't understand. Okay, try again.
Hello.
I mean, you're getting good levels. Carbon, say hello.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are almost level as far as I can see. Carbon, maybe a bit louder. All right.
The boys are saying it sounds good.
All right,
Anyway, so
Hutch, start from the beginning.
so I have a neighbor. He works for Delta at the international airport. He's like a load manager or something. He's over all the ground crew, I guess.
Yeah.
They had an A330 that was there for turnaround, had just come from Atlanta, and then it usually, I think, just turns around and goes right back to Atlanta. Anyway, maintenance was doing some pressurization checks on the different cargo holds or whatever. And normally they put a guy in key areas to make sure no one touches anything, but for some reason there wasn't a guy on the front cargo hold underneath kind of the cockpit area near the front landing gear.
Right.
And so a ground worker walked over and tried to open the cargo bay door, and it literally exploded and threw this guy like 100 and something feet across the tarmac.
Oh
What?
And like mangled him pretty good.
Oh no!
And it was only 2 pounds of pressure that they had charged that particular like area of the plane, I guess. But they just had, there was one guy that hadn't like taken his post or whatever you would call it. I don't know all the wording for all this, but yeah, they had like a guy near the, you know, the front of the plane, like for the cabin doors and things like that. But for whatever reason, they did not have a guy near this cargo hold. And so now my neighbor said they even like watched it on security camera. This guy just off the screen.
Oh man!
Mangled him good, messed the plane up real nice. But man, 2 pounds of pressure. Floated the whole cargo door off the plane, shredded a bunch of the underside.
And the door basically hit him and sent him flying? Is that what happened?
Yeah, so it's a door that kind of opens upward.
Yep.
And so he was just right there in the front of it, and it just threw him, basically.
Oh.
Insane.
That's brutal.
That is crazy.
2 PSI.
Oof.
So he said they had Delta had like sent out a ton of company investigators.
Damn it, my flaps are down.
They have all these extra Delta people at the airport lately to do investigations, to fix the plane, to interview people. Like, I never been on the news, but that sounded like it would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, they have to, after something major like that, they have SMS reports, like safety management, and they'll have to go through and kind of see how they can mitigate that in the future.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
terrible.
He was like the first one to this guy. And he said he was just in a bad way, obviously.
Man.
That sounds terrible.
Yuck.
I can already see the paperwork. Yeah, lots of paperwork with that one.
AC 135 over pressure. Ooh. That's not gonna buff out. Yikes.
Ooh. Uplifting story for Monday. Yep, it's true. Are you guys in and out of weather, or are you, like, I feel like I'm socked right in?
Kind of skirting the bottom of some of this. Definitely in the rain, though.
Yeah, right in front of me is just all rain. I mean, you can maybe go around it, but looks like we can start to get down a bit too. Doesn't have to be 85.
Yeah, let me see what this says there. Oh yeah, so I'm at 8,000. It says I'm about 47 AGL, so we can go down a fair bit. I might go down to like 6 to start.
Okay.
Cool. I'll try the same.
So you guys heard that. Settings. Audio.
I feel like it's rained every day in Africa, by the way.
It does feel like it's been a lot.
That's the amount
Rainy
of rain.
season, I guess.
Should have gone to me. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting traveling up through like Yemen and Saudi Arabia. There's not like a ton of airports, so it's gonna be a couple weeks of a lot of cruising.
Very carefully leaned out aircraft.
I bless the rains down in Africa. Right? Right?
Right.
Right. Right. Right.
So you just got back from a little weekend. Was it a weekend getaway?
Yeah, we went up to my parents. So they have a permanent spot in a campground. So they've got their 30-foot trailer parked. It's a travel trailer. So they bought it 2 years ago, brand new, expecting to travel around. But they've been doing that for quite a few years, and they've been kind of like toying with the idea of getting a permanent spot. But weren't quite ready for it yet. They wanted to keep traveling, so on and so forth. Ooh, there's some thunder. Anyway, so last year, I think just because of the pandemic, they were finding it really hard to find places to go, because as soon as we would open back up, everything was booked. So they eventually got into a place in Sauble because my dad knows the guy who owns the Sauble Beach, by the way, for any Canadians, Southern Ontario Canadians, knows the guy who owns the park, who also owns the Sauble Speedway, which is like a quarter-mile track. And
cool.
my dad's huge into racing. Anyway, so they got to talking, and this guy had a few people who basically stopped paying that he gave quite a bit of leeway to through the pandemic. But then it just got to a point where people literally just stopped showing up and stopped paying, even though they were open. So he actually ended up having to boot a few people out of the park. And my dad was like, well, you know what, we'll grab a permanent spot for the end of the year. So they had at least August and September to go camping. Well, sure enough, they park and they get a pretty decent site. It had a deck there already, so they just pulled up. They were able to pull up and just kind of park beside the deck, and they have a deck. Anyways, they friggin' loved it. My dad fell in love with the whole not having to pack up and tow a trailer for 2.5 hours each way, and so they ended up re-upping for a year for this year, thinking, you know, we'll give it another full year and see if we still like it, and then figure out what they're going to do. And they absolutely love it. They've got a great spot. My dad's put so much time and money into making this campsite. Like, he redid the whole fire pit, put patio stones down. He's refaced most of the deck, put a bunch of steps in on the deck, new steps, put up a shed. He's got a smoker out there. They put sod down in some areas, and then new seated. Like, he's just done a stupid amount of work. And so they're not going anywhere for a while. And now, even though they just bought a new trailer like 2 years ago, now that they're not going to be traveling anymore, they actually want to sell the one they have, because it's quite expensive to be light enough to tow and so on and so forth, where they could actually get a bigger trailer that weighs like 12,000 pounds. It's not necessarily meant to be moved around a lot for the same price. And it would be bigger. There'd be more room. There would definitely be more room for like us going up. But either way, we went up for the weekend. We had a friggin' blast. They're friends who are also so once my dad moved in, a couple of his buddies actually moved into the park as well, because they went for one weekend and they fell in love with it, and there were a few more spots open. So my dad now has friends. They basically taken over the park. They call my dad the mayor of the park. He comes home for like 2 days at a time and then goes back up. He's like the grumpy guy standing at the end of his driveway, and he's making sure everybody's doing the right thing and following the rules. It's so funny. But they absolutely love it. So they're looking to upgrade the trailer, and yeah, we had a blast. We've got family on the reserve side where all the cottages are. So we went and visited them because we haven't seen them in 2 years because of just about 2 years because of the pandemic. They've done a bunch of upgrades to their cottage, and then because of where they're located, I'm sorry I'm talking and rambling so much, but because of where they're located, they have access to the private side of the beach, the reserve side of the beach. So we went there and we went down to the beach, and yeah, it was awesome. Got a real trailer park boy. Yes, my dad. Yes, my dad is essentially Mr. Leahy. Just walking around making sure everybody's following the rules, getting into trouble himself. But it was fantastic. Are we
landing up here?
Yeah. Do we want to land and see if there's any? I could actually look. I think I'm at the back, so let me see if.
Yeah, we could land and let everybody regroup a little bit.
Look at all this rain around me. Oh my God, it looks so good. I'm last.
Sketchy.
I'm last as far as I can see, so look at this.
Oh, no.
How far out from Haslam are you?
I am 36 myself.
Alright, you're in front of me somewhere then.
I'm headed down to 3,500. See if I can get out of this weather a little bit.
Roger. Yeah, I'll go down to like 4 minimum for now.
It's a pretty big wall of weather right in front of me, but
I mostly just want better wind since I'm leaned out so much.
Maui, what's going on, man?
Got a good group back there. Holy cow.
Alright, so landing at Haslam, no fuel at this place?
Nope.
Okay. Look at all those sparkles.
Goodness.
And you have nice weather. I feel like I'm just constantly in rain.
Well, it depends on where. I'm about to go into just pure rain, so.
I just did. SJ says, anyone going to Oshkosh this year?
That is now like top of my bucket list. For sure.
Papa Super?
What? I'm afraid to click on it. No, my dad's usually wearing racing shirts. I am very high. What is field elevation here?
Stand by.
Field elevation I think is 1365.
Oh, I got a ways to go down. Okay. Yikes.
1331 for the runways. Plenty of room.
SJ, you're going to Oshkosh this year?
Nice.
That's amazing. Awesome. Maui time, the wife's off work, so you're able to fly. Love it. Love it. SJ, man, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
If anybody does go to Oshkosh and
Pictures.
find a booth there for Cub crafters and best tugs for that matter,
Would like a word?
you guys should make sure that you mention that you follow along, because I think they'd be interested to meet up with some people that are part of the flight.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, depending on the reps that are there, they may look at you like,
yeah.
What? I could just see them. They're like, man, what are you talking about?
Get up out of my face.
What do you mean you're flying around the world? You're right here. Don't lie to me. How far out am I here? Uh-oh.
This weather's not great.
Can confirm.
Or how far out are you guys from
31.
Hassan? Okay, so I'm right.
Yeah.
Voodoo Gaming, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good
How far
to
are
see
you?
you. I'm 32, 33. I'm right behind you guys.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll tell them you're tired of working with them and that you don't want to have them sponsor you anymore. Cool.
Yeah, there's a rumor that Scrappy might be
If
there.
Scrappy is gonna be there, oh man, if he's the if that's like the debut flight,
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so upset. He's got to be close though. He's got to be so close.
He
They're
put a
pushing so
comment.
hard.
Yeah, there's a comment he made on one of the social media channels. Someone asked him about a rumor that he was going to be there, and he said it's going to be close.
Oh, wow. He's
Yeah.
really pushing. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He better not crash that one. Knock on wood.
Can it even crash though?
I mean,
He's
the
got a
guy
paradox
put,
on that thing.
Maybe.
he's put solar panels on the damn thing. Like,
Electric motorbikes under the carry-on.
It's got wings with frickin' solar on them.
yeah, it's outrageous.
And
He
I
posts on
love-
Instagram and it's close. Yeah. And you guys all saw that Got Gravel is working with Trent Palmer on the performance for the Kit Fox that's coming to the sim?
Yeah.
Really?
Any hints on when they're gonna have it out, or?
No, they didn't. It didn't look like there were any hints as to when. I mean, it's got to be close because they've released video of it, and I can't remember who's actually making the plane, but Got Gravel's doing the performance mod, so it should be good.
He's got a horseshoe up his bum, I'm pretty sure.
Got Gravel? Yeah, no kidding. So I'm saying, man, you should reach out to Kevin Quinn and say, look, we want to build your monster.
Fuel
That
switch.
or we should reach out to Patey and see how quickly we could build Scrappy in the sim. We'd be done the around the world trip in like 3 weeks. That's right, 42 are making it. So Got Gravel is flying the model for testing. Oh, I see. So Kev, so 42 made it, and Got Gravel is flying the model for testing, and then I'm assuming we'll make adjustments based on how it flies, like how Carbon completely redid the xCub. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. That's awesome. There you go, Carbon. Icy will help you model Scrappy. We just got to get the okay and the plans from Patey.
That would be incredible.
Do you think that guy has blueprints, or does he just like think
totally,
it in his brain and does it?
He engineers every last bit on the computer.
That's
every
amazing.
last bit. Yeah.
He like is the classic example of constantly thinking outside the box.
Yeah. Smart dude.
Are you down to 3,000 now, Carbon?
35 right now.
35, Roger.
And still, well, I got some ground contact, but forward viz is not great.
Roger.
Yeah, SJ, if anyone were to ever make Scrappy for the sim, they'd have to work directly with Patey, for sure. I remember his first video with his brother, and they were gonna make identical planes, but Mike had a bit of a different idea, and Mark wanted to keep it pretty close to, you know, what the Cub was. I would love to know, like, how far he's gone with Scrappy outside of that first video and those first plans. Like, did he have solar panel wings on his and transformer wings on his original drawings? That would be crazy to see. Yeah, Barrow's at 29er 70.
Oh, and I'm
Here,
looks
Roger.
like I'm breaking out here. I don't know about J-Dog, Ruby. the guys who are up front there, but looks to me like the visibility's getting a little better.
I'm gonna go to 3,000.
Merlin says he's on the deck and it is not VFR or VMC. Icy, you and Hutch live fairly close to Patey, so if you guys could just take a quick jaunt over.
I'm sure they'd appreciate that.
Just say, look, guys.
Just go in and say, I'll just sweep your hangar for you, but I have something I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that there? You build aeroplanes?
You build aeroplanes? I can't wait to see that thing fly. Oh my god. Oh, I'm getting a bit of a ground breakout there.
It's 1331, right? Runways.
Yes. Yep.
You're sending a Hutch isn't random. I feel like if we wanted to build Scrappy, that would be a face-to-face sort of conversation. J-Dog saying you eventually come out to a beautiful sky.
Yeah, look wicked up here. Looks so good.
What are you at, Carbon?
I'm at 3,000 now. And I'm like a little over 15 miles.
Okay. All right, I'm at 19 miles. So you're through the poop then? Oh, 500. What do you mean 500?
You were way below 3,000.
Climbing up.
Control fleet to train.
We've done it before. Oh yeah, okay. I'm starting to see that we're gonna break out. I drift cars. Man, if you don't drive drift cars, that is the most ironic name ever. I don't know. That or it's right on the nose to what you do. So I drift cars. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate you stopping in to the stream. You're the second person to say that today. I mean, dude, how do we not? It's very, you do in fact drift cars. Okay, thank God. Because that would have been really weird. I drive cars slowly and safely. Thank you so much for the follow, though. That's amazing. Really appreciate it. This isn't a car sim, a driving sim. But if you're into flight sim and you've got the flight sim, if you want to come and fly with us, you are more than welcome. But because you followed,
welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Wow, 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 wow. Bow, 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 bow.
Recently you fly planes. That's brilliant. Yeah, if you want to come fly with us, it's a group flight. You can fly whatever you want. If you want, you can jump in the Discord. The flight plan for this flight specifically is in there. We're just about to get, well, not just about, we're 15 miles, or at least I'm 15 miles from the first stop. But if you want to come in, we could probably get you a flight plan from there. And then we're all flying modded xCubs from bushleaguelegends.com. It's freeware. Hutch, I'm about to touch your wheels.
Whoa.
Holy crap, you're going fast.
He's burning through all his fuel.
Yeah, you're gonna have some trouble later.
That's right. Apparently I am burning through all my fuel. kind of forgot that I was
500 fuel flying out the way.
On my way down. You know, when you're streaming, it's hard to follow everything. Also, oh, the Flight Shop. Yeah, so Flight Shop's just put out a video today about getting his first flight done, right?
Yeah. The machine looks awesome, man.
It looks so cool. He's saying, okay, so if the Canadian government gets the paperwork in time, he's going to fly it down. That's...
Transport Canada?
That is fantastic. Yeah, it would be Transport Canada.
Who's the one with the shark livery? I use it most when I fly the xCub.
I don't know who's flying it right now. Oh, Maui, I see you in the sim there, bud.
Forget who made it.
That's not Maui or anybody, is it?
I don't remember who made it. I just saw Maui up there, though. Go away, cat. Good lord.
Hutch, is it still stupid hot in Utah or what?
Oh, it actually just rained.
Oh,
Low 90s Fahrenheit today, I believe. Rain. It's been raining like every afternoon. Kind of weird. But it has cooled a little bit, which is good.
that's good.
Where are you, Djibouti?
Djibouti.
Yeah, weather's looking good for you guys too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I kind of punched through.
Yes. Viper says, I see Milviz posted the first photos of the DHC2 beaver.
Oh,
Tasty.
Milviz. I gotta see that.
Rayman says, wind 12 degrees, 15 knots, runway 31.
Oh, it's on floats too. Yes. Oh, with a canoe. That's wicked.
With the canoe.
Yeah, there's on floats, and then they've got standard wheel, tail dragger. I think, yeah. And the cockpit looks really good too. It's very old, well used.
I see he's asking for the link to whatever you're looking at there.
Sure.
All right, let's not crash. Let's not crash.
Is anyone at the airport yet?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like it.
I'm 7 miles out, which means you guys got to be pretty close.
7.8.
4 miles.
Viper, you can definitely post links as long as, you know, it's not going to cause us to ban you with some naughty.
Ultra Wee has a correct A firm. Alpha
Yes.
Sierra Mike.
Correct. I'm going to switch on over to Hutch because he was in front of me. I am actually in front of you, aren't I? Yes, I am.
Yeah, you fuel burner.
I'm only burning 9.1, 8.6. Pilot
So we
hub
wanna-
links incoming. Nice.
Let's see. So winds are favoring 31 then? Tree one?
Yeah.
Look at that rain in the distance there, super.
Yeah,
At your
it's-
11.
It's pretty crazy. It's
Oh, lightning.
so 1300 you said, yeah?
Yeah. Looks like Skydream's in it. Going in, I want to say.
And what are we going in 13? I suppose.
Probably.
31 is
31?
wind.
Yeah.
Winds 0, 1, 2 at 10 plus.
Oh, I've got 7 and 7. Head and
Oh.
cross.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm still up a little high though.
Doesn't look too bad where you're at there. Alright, I have field in sight. Looks like I am number 17 behind Merlin.
Looks like a few are down there, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Is this our last wheels down in Africa? Or do we have one more?
I think we have one
No,
more.
we've got a couple more, I think.
Okay.
Waypoint 1, 2. Oh, there's 2 more, and then we cross at waypoint 2.
Roger.
Only flaps.
At least Kev is here. He can see me.
Oh, I can't wait until such and such happens, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Don't you know?
You know what I'm saying.
It should be worth the wait. Should be.
Is that a spoiler?
No?
Kev's only got the sim loaded now, which is unfortunate.
500.
Samara traffic, Sierra Kilo Mike. Left base, runway 31, Sierra.
Okay, I'm not crazy. Well, I'm crazy, but...
Roger.
Doing a tight base, aiming for the orange dot, landing green. Hutch, did you get to do the flying?
I did not get to do it this year.
Oh, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry.
I did get to watch it. It's quite awesome. I love that she made you talk.
Oh, dude, that caught me off
Your
guard
face
so
was
much.
priceless. She even had to say, "You can talk."
A second time because I was still changing radios.
That was good. Them trying to say all the colors of every Cub was hilarious also.
And slightly confusing too.
Communications disruption
White
can
and
mean
blue,
only one thing.
white and green, white and blue again.
Green and white this
Yeah.
time. Hey,
Red and white, white and red.
Yeah. This one's just a red Cub.
Thank goodness.
Wolfie. Officer Wolfpack coming in, or Wolfpack coming in with a raid of 4 folks. Guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate you dropping in and bringing a few folks with you, man. Appreciate it. Whoa.
Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll drop in a new flight plan in case anybody's joining us from here.
Guys, if you get a chance, you see that shout out in the chat, Wolfpack for the raid. Feel free to drop a follow back. That would be awesome. Flight sim community, supporting flight sim community. I don't know where. I wasn't paying attention. And obviously, okay, you guys are all up here. I was close.
All right, everyone's in.
Yeah, I think we're all good to go.
I think we're all here. Yeah, Kev was the solid red who like just nailed the green dot right in the middle. Right before I crashed somehow.
Merlin, I got 5161 fuel.
Oh, Ultra Wee is almost here.
Oh shoot, someone's not in.
Where are you coming in from, Ultra Wee? I don't see anyone in the air.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone either.
Maybe we've got too many loaded on the screen. That
Oh,
could be
maybe.
why.
Yeah. Ultra Wee, what is your in-game gamer tag? Oh, you're starting at Hassam. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, so you're not loaded. I gotcha.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Wolfpack, dude, thank you again for the raid there. That's awesome. Oh, Viper.
Ooh, ouchie.
Gun Ho Guy 3. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wolfpack, you didn't get around to buying it. Yeah, no worries, man. We totally understand. Totally understand. It's going to be on. If you've got an Xbox, it's going to be out on Xbox shortly here. Literally like next week.
Yeah. It's gonna be a big old download too. I don't know if they're doing pre-downloads or not, so people can get it ahead of time.
That would be
I think
ideal.
Xbox does like queues. I can't remember the term for it. But you basically get your like spot in line to download it ahead of time.
So Xbox will, but I don't think PC usually does.
Right.
But if you got Xbox Game Pass, I mean, you're basically going to get the game for free. You're already paying for it, so the sim is going to be a part of Xbox Game Pass, which is remarkable.
It's awesome. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Really good peripherals out there on the market for the Xbox as well.
Yep.
Is Honeycomb gonna have any of their new joysticks out?
Who knows?
What was that called? I forget the name of it.
I do not know.
I think Turtle Beach just showed off something. Seemed like a lot of people were gravitating towards that.
Nice. Oh, the Tango joystick. That's probably what that is.
Tango Foxtrot? Foxtrot Delta? They canceled sales of their throttle yoke recently. Interesting.
Who did?
Apparently Honeycomb? That's what Bluefo's saying?
Say what? Just
Yeah.
sold out.
Turtle Beach did. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, what just happened?
Where?
Dang it.
What'd you do?
Trying to mess around with my my camera angle, and I forgot how to set a camera.
Roger?
I forgot what my my button was.
Don't forget your fuel flow there, guys.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good call. Thank you. Oh, gosh. Oh gosh.
Ooh. All right, 33 miles to waypoint 1. Super excited to have that touchscreen monitor.
Yes.
Do a little display swapping.
Yes, I am. I am excited. I just went underneath you again.
Just flew past me.
Yeah, I am, and I'm looking forward to trying out Captain Seppi's like full xCub panel that he built. I know he's fixing up a couple things, but yeah, I look forward to trying that out.
The Air Manager one?
Yeah, the Air Manager, yeah.
I saw Carbon's been working on something there for the 208 as well.
Yeah, it's just the G1000. I just wanted a more up-to-date version and one that matches what's in Flight Sim.
And did I see you did a PFD and an MFD?
Yeah, so the PFD includes the comm panel on the right, and then the MFD would be, well, the other one would be either an MFD or the co-pilot side.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's just like the standard screen.
Cool.
I've got a Knobster thingy coming tomorrow.
Knobster, nice. What are you gonna do with it, Kev?
You don't want to know.
Wolfpack, from the first days, flight stream has improved 1,000 times. Yeah, so I've continued to play with a lot of different settings and setups and so on. The one I actually had a pretty sleek one built for a couple weeks, but I actually didn't like it very much. The more I looked at it, it was too busy and there was too much color and it was kind of a bit distracting. So I wanted to bring the game screen back out wide and slim it back down. Now what's going to be interesting is when Jer is back and when we get Carbon's screen back and Jer's screen back. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with all of that, so we'll see what happens. We might have to split us up on different sides, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I think you'll like the ability to pop out the screens and, you know, swap between them. Very, very useful to have.
Yeah, for that, for sure. For sure. Oh, no. There goes your stream, Hutch.
What?
It's just pixelating a little. I'll fix it.
Weird.
It's all good. I got you.
Anybody watch Space Jam yet?
Okay. Oh, I can't do it here. I have not watched it yet.
I will just say it's not the worst movie ever made,
I've heard it's decent.
but also not the best movie ever made. It's somewhere in between there.
I've heard that you shouldn't try and compare 1 and 2. That they're actually fairly different. Which I'm okay with. Icy, big head mode is off. The settings are not saving. Like the move values are not saving. So I think I actually have to redo them all from scratch. And I just don't have the mental capacity to dive back in for 8 hours to do all those again. Thankfully, I now know how to do it. So there a lot of troubleshooting won't necessarily need to be done. I just need to take some screenshots of the settings, or at least just write them down. But I have to input all of the filters and then all of the move values for each filter. And the big head one alone has 6 different move values and 2 different filters. That makes it like zoom in, pitch, and like raise up. And then there's another filter that starts from there and then brings it back. It sucks. When it's working, it's great. I love it. But for whatever reason, and I don't know why it's not saving. I've been trying to find it and I cannot find anyone else who has the same issue, so my only option now is to build from scratch and see what happens. We don't need it, but it's fun.
Carbon, I know you are likely going to make a Knobster. Looks like Merlin's looking at that same idea. What did you kind of look at for that?
Oh, good call.
It's much more cost effective, and I think if you're okay with a soldering iron, then the setup seems really straightforward. I actually have an Arduino Nano that's just been sitting in a package for literally years, and I think they cost around, if you get a pack of them, they're probably about $5 a piece. And then I bought the dual axis encoders from Prop Wash Simulations. I think they come out of South Carolina, maybe. And basically, it's just some pins that need to be wired between the encoder and the Nano, and then you just upload the software through the Arduino developer environment, and then it's done. It's really super easy if you're comfortable with that sort of thing. So, and then I'm going to 3D print a case for them as well. So
Carbon, why don't you explain like the whole setup that you're trying to do right now?
So it'll be a touchscreen panel, like I think it's like 15 to 16 inch panel, and then it'll have Air Manager on it with custom panels for whatever aircraft, and then the knobster. The idea is to maybe make a frame for the screen, and then the knobster will be attached to the side, so you can kind of touch what you want to change on the screen and then use the knobster. So if you're changing your frequency, you just hit the COM on the G1000, and then you just use the knobster to change frequency.
Yeah, so anything with like a dial or a knob, pretty much just touch it to select it, and then you use the knobster to actually turn it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's wondering about it.
Can you run more than one knobster, and will it work? And will it work the G1000 flight plan type commands? So I mean, it's technically would work for anything, right? Like anything that the G1000 can do, as long as it's mapped.
Yeah, anything that you can map, it'll work with. I don't know about multiple knobsters, but I would assume it's possible. Because you can actually build like a full G1000 interface if you want. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can have how you would do multiples, but maybe somebody else in the chat knows.
So the cool thing last week when we rated Captain Seppi, without even realizing that he had already posted in that it was the same guy, I didn't put it together, but he was actually showing off his version of Air Manager in the xCub panel, and everything on the G3X and on the panel was all touch. And then when he got to like a knob, say down here, all he did was click on the knob. Like he would just touch on the knob, it would highlight it, and then he would use the knobster to actually change the value. But everything else was touch. So on the G3X, he would touch the compass to bring up this menu, and then he would touch this to change it from VOR to FMS and so on and so forth. So I don't remember, Hutch, I know you were looking at it and you were double clicking stuff from Air Manager on the G3X, so I don't know if his has double click, but either way, the whole idea is to kind of put a functional panel directly in front of you with a knobster, so you don't ever have to use your mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you have IR track, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have IR track to look out your windows and look left and right and stuff, you should technically not have to touch your mouse at all. Which would be pretty cool.
And having the touch screen gives you the ability to kind of customize it for whatever aircraft you want to fly. So you could have like a 208 setup, you can have an xCub setup, you can build like stuff for 747 if you want. Simrig channel, that's a good idea. I like that. There's actually lots of really cool bits of software. What was that one that Kev mentioned the other day that I have and forgot I had?
It was almost like Flight Sim Deck, but not Flight Sim Deck. Sky Elite. I was close.
Yes. Yeah, so if anybody out there has like a cheap Android tablet or an iPad or whatever, you can get FS Elite, and it's a web interface, and it's like a kind of a semi G1000 interface, which is really cool. It even has built-in music player, so you can actually select like an 80s music channel and play it while you're flying. It's pretty awesome. And it's all touch interface as well. Radio H, yeah, I've got, I don't know if that's the same one I've got, but yeah, it's like a radio stack. That one works well too.
Sorry.
How's everybody doing?
Good. I'm actually having a conversation with my contractor who is hopefully doing the kitchen and all that stuff.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to make a phone call, so Hutch, I'm changing it over to you. You two are gonna have to run. Oh, great. Your sim is broken.
Do you want me to restart it?
Maybe I'll leave mine up. Try and restart it. I'll leave mine up for now.
Take your time.
I'm just gonna be off camera here for a second, guys, and muted.
Yep.
To make this phone call. Sorry.
I just restarted it. Let's see.
If it looks good, I'll switch it over, but I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that.
Yep. It does look like we got a bit of a hill to get over here. Just after the waypoint 1. You got it in front of you there?
Testing.
He's still there.
Matt, don't take off your hoodie.
There we
Whatever
go.
you do.
Can he hear us?
I'm going up to 45 to get over this. Looks like it'll be close.
Oh, is he watching what he's doing? Darn it!
Oh, it is coming in kind of weird, isn't it? I don't know what that would be.
That's not too bad.
Settings. Close. So Rain Man was asking for pictures of people's setups. So I heard and took one. I'm gonna throw it in screenshots for you.
Yeah, once I get all my stuff done up, I'll post. I've actually got some 3D printable stuff I should post. If anybody's interested in that.
Mine is messy because this is also my work computer, so no judgment. But there you go. Put it up in the Discord for you. Ooh.
Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna have to build something like a sort of a frame
For the
around
screen?
the edge. Yeah, like something that clips on or whatever.
Right.
That looks good.
Yeah, so got a 3080 Ti over the weekend. Got it put in.
Oh, so how is it?
I mean, I think it's better. It's hard to tell at 1080. I need to swap some monitors out for I have a 4K TV that's like just right to the side of me right here.
Oh,
So I need to figure out how I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna have to swap one or more monitors out for that.
Yeah, I'm using 4K. I don't run it at 4K with the sim. I've got it at 2K, but I love it. I love it. And it's a way more cost-effective way to do it, too.
Yeah. Yes, Kev. I was 38.
He's getting like 1,000 frames a second.
Surprisingly, not getting that many frames. Maybe next week.
Maybe.
This hill is getting taller and taller.
It's a big one.
Are you already over it?
No, not yet.
It's like some people are at 5,000.
Try 5,500. That'll be plenty, I think.
Yeah, what do you think what do you think Super is saying? Try to narrate.
Try to narrate.
Over the top of his video there.
Okay.
Just remember there's like a 3 second
he's
delay,
nothing.
so you're gonna have to guess when his mouth is gonna move. Yeah, Kev, I'm gonna probably
It's all gibberish. I don't understand what he's talking about.
No. 4,500? Yeah, okay. That's about what I thought it was going to be. We'll call it 47 to be safe. You told me there would be 10 kilos on that boat. There's only 7.
Saying you got to stuff it in the bigger barrels. Yeah, he's making a deal of some sort there, isn't he? How's the fuel situation looking?
Good question.
Ugh.
51.49, so I'm just evened out now. Rainman just posted his home rig. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Hold on, I gotta make that bigger.
Ultra Wii, cool. I like that setup.
He can confirm when he comes back, but I believe Super bought a rig similar to that one. I forget what they're called. It's like a racing rig or something.
Yeah, he
think
got
he
it.
mentioned-
He hasn't put it back. He hasn't put it together yet.
It'll be interesting to see how that looks when he gets it put together.
Ooh, icy. Dude.
Nice.
Holy cow.
Yeah. There you go. I do have an iPad. I don't know how I would use it right now, but good shots, boys.
Aluminum extrusion. 8020. That stuff's. Did you buy the aluminum extrusion locally, or did you order it online or something? I always see it from online to be fairly expensive. It's in labs. Cool. Ordered a kit. Oh, nice.
If I had a place to put one of those, that would definitely be the next move, I think.
I just gotta find an old airplane somewhere and just hack it.
There's probably a bunch out in Arizona for you still. They might not even know you take it.
Probably not.
If you could cut off a cockpit of a plane, what plane would you choose? Holy moly, I just hit something.
Oh, jeepers. That's a tricky one. I'm not sure.
Would you do something smaller? Bigger?
Hi. Am I back? Am I getting levels? Yeah, I am. Look at that.
We'll see if Super comes back here soon.
I know you guys can hear me. I have little meters. I have little meters that show that there is audio.
But you did panic for at least
I
one
did,
time.
but there was a second I was like, wait, did I change the setting while I was gone?
We are talking about people's home setups. You can see some photos there and screenshots. Looks like a couple people have those like rigs. I think you said you You ordered one, or you have one?
Yes, I just got one. I got it built, but not like obviously I don't have everything on it. Just by the time it got delivered today, so I didn't have time to get it all set up. But I want to completely change my setup. Like I'm on a desk right now, so I want to make sure one that it fits, because I just realized when I bought it that it's more for a race sim setup. So I'm assuming that the holes they should match, or they should fit somewhere. What I don't know about is the Bravo, because the kind of the shifter plate that comes for a shifter is obviously much smaller than the base of the Bravo. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. I'm hoping I can.
You could, if you had like a piece of plywood or something, you could just screw that on and then attach the Bravo to it.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm hoping that whatever I've got, I will be able to make work, because it was fairly inexpensive for what it is. And if I can, then I want to get a second one so that I can put like a flight sim setup right beside a racing sim setup. And I've got wall mounts for my monitors, so then, and it's on a swivel, or not a swivel, sorry, a boom arm. So I can move my monitor over to flight sim, and then if I want to race, I can just move it over there. So we'll see.
Cool.
Nice.
Use the shifter mount on the uprights, and then use the M4S to bolt the Bravo down. I don't know what the M4S is.
Oh, the M4 bolts.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so this actually came with one where there's like there's a bracket that mounts onto the side of it, and then you can mount the plate onto that bracket. So it's basically like right in line and right beside where the steering wheel or the yoke would go. But then it also came out with like an arm that kind of extends out the bottom and then up, so that it's a little bit lower and down at the side. And I think that might actually work better for the Bravo, because then it's kind of away from directly beside, I guess, the frame of the whole thing. Plus, also then it'll be kind of down beside me, which might be nice to have down there, even just for the throttles and the trim wheel and stuff like that. But I won't be able to see the buttons as well for autopilot and so on. So
I'll be interested to see how that sets up once you get it done.
Me too. But I need to, I'm trying to figure out, because I technically, well, not technically, I have two desks that I've kind of made an L shape with. So I want to, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with, technically if this works, I could get rid of one of the desks. Or I could just move it into a different area and try and use it for something else. I don't know. But I'm looking at the screenshots now.
They're pretty awesome, eh?
Man, Hutch, you've got a pretty wicked little setup.
No, I'm gonna have to figure out how that's gonna change after next week. It's gonna get interesting. I don't have a wall behind me. Like, that's my kitchen back there.
Oh,
so
right.
I can't like mount anything vertically, because kind of like what Icy did there would be my perfect scenario. Have the TV and then a screen up above it, you know, and to the side. So, whoa.
I'm trying to find Icy's.
This was how I had it previously for racing. Yeah, that is awesome.
See what Icy has would be ideal, and that's what I'm trying to replicate, but on a wall. Because I don't have like that, obviously, the seat and the whole rig that he's mounted on there.
Gotcha.
Who else had one? Oh, actually, the one that Token Brown posted, Token B, I think that's the exact one I just bought. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that's the exact one I just bought.
Gotcha.
So you can see on the left where he's got his throttle and so on. So technically right now I have that set up on the right, because that's where I want the Bravo, but the Bravo is so wide, I'm not sure if it's going to mount on it. And that arm he's got for his joystick is where I was thinking of putting the Bravo. So
you can probably figure a way into that.
I think I can make it work.
Some kind of like flat plate onto that, and then put the Bravo onto the plate somehow.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. Oh, Ultra Wee's got like the same rig that Icy has. Ultra, looking at your setup, you must stream, I'm assuming. Because you've got a nice, like, is that a Rode mic? A Rode podcaster mic? No? Yeah, it's a Rode podcaster mic, right?
Side note, I might get flipped upside down by turbulence. This is getting out of control.
I went up a little higher so that I didn't crash while I was on the Procaster.
Right.
That's what it's called. Thank you. I knew it wasn't podcaster mic, but I was close. I was close. Oh, Rayman, what are you using for your panels in the middle there? Dude, Rainman, you've got a lot going on there.
Be right back, boys.
Ultra Weed, did you say you bought that setup in Canada, or it was ordered from Canada? I'm curious if you have a link for it.
Yeah, me too. I'd love to see how much that is. I'd return mine. Because Icy bought his in the US, obviously. See, what I like about Icy's there, and I'm assuming Ultra Wii has the same, is he's got the keyboard tray.
Mm-hmm, that would be nice.
Yeah. See, Icy even has, I don't know if you guys noticed, but he's got his VR kind of hanging below the Alpha as well. I think that's VR. There's Bravo off to the side. Hey, those Bush League Legend stickers looks good. I love it. Oh, I see that racing rig is my dream.
It's some racing collection. Cool. Thanks, Ultra Weed. Appreciate that.
Yes, from Advanced Sim Racing, and it was 525 US. Okay.
Well, I like that setup. That's very cool.
If anybody's watching and doesn't know what we're talking about, join the Discord. Sorry, we're not being very inclusive. You have the P1 rig. Seat is from Poland. Dang. Advanced Sim Racing.
What are we looking at here?
Ultra Wii posted the rig that he has. So now you had to, I'm assuming you had to buy attachments that would for the monitor mount, or does it come with that? Dang, that thing is legit. Oh, it's a center channel speaker. My bad. Yeah, it's an arm. Okay. Yeah, it would be an additional piece. Set up for racing sim. Nice. So, Ultra Wii, do you use that mic for your in-game, like if you were on Discord, or if you're racing? I think I saw you say you competitively race. I'm assuming it's iRacing. Do you use that? Like, do you have a pit crew that you talk to, or guys that are helping you out with your setups? Wheels rocking the Baby Yoda. Love it. Nah, I just like to sound good. Fair enough. All right. Well, I mean, even at 8,800. I'm real high up, guys. 8,800. I'm still getting a 17 knot crosswind, but no viz. So.
Hold on, switch to mine really quick. I have a perfect double rainbow right in front of me.
What does it mean?
Oh, dang. That does look good. Nice and round. Ultra, when we get to the next stop, we'll land and wait for you. Actually, where are we? 47 miles out. Perfect. I like seeing all the setups. It's inspiring. So I basically want to replicate what they have, but just by using my wall for the monitor. Monitors. I have 3 different monitors I need to mount. The problem is I need to like almost pick a corner because I still want to do other gaming. So I can't, like, I need to have my keyboard and mouse set up. Battlefield's coming out soon, you know? By the way, any Battlefield fans, 3 more days until EA Play, I think it's called, and they'll be showing like all details about Battlefield 2042 gameplay, everything. Apparently, that is what we've been told. What's your altitude there, Hutch?
6,000.
Okay. I climbed to 88, so I wouldn't crash while on the phone.
29 or 6.7 is what I got, just to make sure I'm not going to hit anything.
The terrain is pretty spectacular.
I didn't even realize the crosswind we've been dealing with there either. 16 knots from the left.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Wheels is waiting on his new rig. Oh, that's great. That's great. Token Kiwi, you've only had your yoke for 1 day and you're loving it? Amazing. Hey, that sticker you have on it, the fly low and slow, are you on? I don't even know if you're watching along. But Token Kiwi, if you can hear me, that fly low and slow sticker, who is that from? Where did you get that? I am a big fan.
That's cool.
Kev's got his 3090 set up, looking good.
You know, I could just look at setups all day long. Send me all the setup pictures.
I know, I love this.
Like, what can I incorporate?
Yeah, what do I buy? Where do I put it? How do I build it? Oh, J-Dog, I missed yours. Oh, dang, J-Dog, that's not a bad rig. Holy crap. Wow.
I love the cup holder, too.
I got a lot of work to do, yeah. I feel like I need to rethink what I want to do now. 40 miles. 40 miles. Well, I'm happy to help you with anything DIY in nature. Tend to botch a lot of things to make it work for me. I don't want to spend a ton of money. Don't want to spend a ton of money. That's why I kind of want to make the rig that I got work. Hey, cable management is a problem for everyone. I feel like I might just hire a guy. Vaughn Hoffnung coming in with the host. Vaughn, good to see you. How's the training in DCS going? You've been streaming and flying that quite a bit? Velcro is your friend? Yeah. Bonnie. Token, you're flying from your couch? That's amazing. I'm super jealous. I feel like that would be way more comfortable than my computer chair. Although I can't complain too much. I do have a fairly nice one that my work covered. And cable ties. Yeah, cable ties, Velcro. I actually bought some cable management stuff off Amazon that is pretty good, but I just, because I've changed, after moving in here, I haven't found the setup that I want. So I haven't bothered with cable management because that'll just make me mad to do it and then change it. Also, no one can hear you on Discord. Kept saying hi. Oh. Yeah, Discord's funny. Oh God. Be right back.
He's keeping his headphones on.
Vaughn?
He's keeping his
Hydrate.
headphones on.
Thank you. Carbon, I know you've talked about when you move to the mini house, you're going to do like a separate structure for each of the three of you?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Have you kind of already laid out what yours is going to look like?
Yeah, probably half of it would be like a workbench area for electronics, 3D printing, that sort of stuff, and then the other half will be all sim stuff. I'd like to do like a proper setup eventually, like actually build out some sort of a plane.
Build a little
Private.
xCub cockpit with a wraparound
Yeah.
projector screen.
The guy that I worked with had back in the, I think it was the 90s. Anyway, he had a 737 cockpit that like everything was built out on it. And then he got so busy with work that he just put it away, and apparently just collecting dust, and it made me sad.
Where the heck do you put that away?
Well, he's got garage and storage and his house and all that sort of stuff, and I think it's just packed up. Like all the little bits and pieces are just not in use. I'm pretty sure he has it all still.
You should give him a call.
I saw a guy on Instagram who, like, in his house, just off his kitchen, like around the hall, there was like one of those cockpit looking doors from like a 737. And you open it and it went into like a full-on 737 cockpit. I wonder if I can find the link for it, because I saw that and I was
like a little hidden room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
cool.
almost looked like a closet that he
You've
built
seen
it
it,
in.
Super?
Yeah, I have.
I was like,
awesome.
I must have that.
I would love to build an X-Pit.
Bunker?
Well, yeah, but like an xCub cockpit.
Yeah.
There's, I don't think Microsoft Flight Simulator supports it yet with a 3-monitor setup. But there's a guy that I watch. He hasn't posted much lately. Who's built himself a full like like 172 Cessna 172 cockpit, and he's got like 42-inch TVs around him. But he mostly flies X-plane, I believe, so you can have proper 3-monitor setup. And it just looks so sick. He built him, like, he put like cardboard over the top with like felt over top, and I can't remember his name, but that's why I'm so excited for the Captain Seppi Air Manager thing, because it's essentially a panel.
Oh, now, for sure, yeah.
Now the guy I'm talking about has a full-on, like, he's got like the dash and everything. He's got all the steam gauges. It's essentially like
in like his apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I can't think. He's like Flight Sim Pilot, I think is his name. Just Flight Sim Pilot. He just put out a video yesterday or 2 days ago.
YouTuber.
Pardon?
Yeah,
he's just a YouTuber.
And
yeah,
he flies on Pilot Edge, and I can't remember what else he does.
He does some sim racing, so he just built himself a sim race setup as well. But,
Shut it down, it's
yeah.
Dexter time!
No.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
No.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
I hope you get a paper cut.
I hope you get a paper cut. Wow. The terrain is just, there's nothing. You have to try and make it out to the coast, maybe?
I'm going southeast, because if I can glide it far enough, then...
Yep, exactly.
Like
Oh,
going
of course
after the
he
water?
called because he's over there at the coast. He's just gonna go land on the beach. Look at this guy. This guy.
I don't even see Eric.
Yeah, he definitely preemptively relocated himself prior to calling this.
Oh, there he is. I'm following him. I'm gonna crash behind him. What a guy.
Well,
Really?
at least we're saving fuel.
I really want to make it fun and land on one of these little kind of hilltops. But I also really don't want to crash. Okay, Thunder. Okay. Could just aim for Eric? Yeah, just fly into him.
Roger that.
Might as well take him out.
Target acquired.
Hate laughing as I fly by.
So quiet.
Very hard to see trees in this lighting that we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like very obvious, you know?
Do I have anything over here?
I'm gonna have to take a big old tailwind on this one. Suck.
Well, I'm going for it, guys. We'll see what happens. Ooh, that's a bit of a tailwind, isn't it?
Yep. Hopefully
Oh,
lower
no.
ground it won't be so bad, but
This isn't gonna work. Oh no. I've made a huge mistake.
Keep going right at that hill. Go right.
I'm going too fast. I'm in big trouble. I'm not gonna
Park right over here by Eric and hit him with a croc. Hold on.
This is pretty steep. We're off the edge. We're still going. Hang on to it.
oh no.
We're still good. We're still good, guys. We're still good. Ish. We're still good-ish. Those are trees. Those are trees.
You got it. Watch your speed.
Oh, baby.
Quick, dude. Awesome.
Woo! That did not need to be that eventful. Oh, nice spot, though. Nice spot.
I'm pretty close to Finargle. We found a good spot out here.
Take some pictures of the pretty bird. Pretty bird.
Oh, that's a big dip. That's a big dip. That's a big dip. Come on, come on, come on,
Is
come on.
Hutch down? Oh yeah, Hutch is down. Okay. All right. Well.
Got it. Nailed it.
Nice.
Their problem.
probably should have looked around to see where I can get out. I think right that way is good.
Don't forget to check your fuel tanks when you guys get set up there.
Oh, baby, let's go. I ain't worried about no dead stick. I was a little worried about that dead stick. Oh, look at all the birds getting back in the air. I love it sometimes with the names off and just seeing blinky lights all over. Back on the climb. Back on the climb.
Oh yeah, we're getting close to this place, aren't we?
I'm still 21 miles out, actually. Maybe I'll level off here.
Tadjoura Airport. It's 246 feet.
No.
Runway 0927.
Fuel imbalance. Switch your down up.
You said 0927?
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
I should bring my flaps up.
Yes, you should.
I gotta change that to be on a timer. I always forget about it. Problem is, I don't know how long it's gonna be until we actually land. Landed the dead stick. Let's go, Viper.
I'm getting seriously worried about the amount of fuel I have left.
I haven't looked. Oh man, and we have to make it all the way.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
What have you got left in your tank?
20 gallons total.
You have 20 gallons total? But some of it's unusable too. I've got like...
Right. A gallon and a half, right, or something?
I've got 12 and a half gallons left.
I've got 17.
You're dead.
How do you have 12 and a half, Carbon?
I don't know.
How?
Unless the sim loaded in with 50% tanks. Maybe that's what happened. I'm pretty sure I changed it though. Anyway.
That seems low. Now that last section I was burning at like 8. I purposely put it pretty low.
Yeah, I'm bringing mine way back.
Yeah, like I'm at 8 now. I'm gonna keep it at 8, I think. 24 on the manifold and 24 on the RPM. I know the stream's getting choppy right now. I don't know why. I apologize.
How much is unusable? Like 3? Do you remember, Carbon?
What's that, sorry?
Tower, this is Ghost
Rip
Rider.
'em.
Yeah, how
Let
much
me
is
find
unusable on each side? Is it like a gallon and a half or something?
Yeah, let's do
I
full
can
stop.
find it for you. Here.
Sorry, let's do full stop, guys. Actually, no. Maybe we don't have to because everyone kind of caught up because of the dead stick. So
I was gonna say, do we have enough fuel to full stop?
I don't know if we do. TNG guys, just keep going. I think we're gonna have a few splashdowns in the water. Taserface coming in with a follow, dude. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you checking out the stream. If you want to come and fly with us, you're more than welcome to. Absolutely. Yep, TNG. You are more than welcome to come and fly with us. Check out the Discord. Flight plans are in there for tonight's flight. We fly every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Everyone is welcome. Love seeing the new names. Check out bushleaguelegends.com as well if you want to fly any of the different mods that we've got. For instance, this bad boy here is the Tundra. Big old 35 tires. Hutch is running the NX. There's the NX there with the nose wheel. Still in beta, Carbon?
Forever and ever.
In repair.
I think I've definitely asked you in the past, but what's actually left on it? that needs to be finished. Oh, hang on before
Well,
I
the
answer. Sorry, one sec. Taserface.
Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew.
Okay, Carbon. Sorry about that. You're good now.
Oh, all good. What were we talking about? Oh.
What's left on the NX?
Well, the modeling itself, there's quite a bit that still needs to be done. It's I want it to be more accurate than it is. So, it's just whenever I get the urge to work on it, I guess. And there are some changes I can't really talk about too much, but there will be some changes, and I may have to do a re-import of the xCub after the update. So, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Fair enough. Would it be something that you could hand off to a capable?
There was actually somebody who had messaged me from, I think they live in Singapore, and they were working on doing stuff with the NX. So if they finish it off, then maybe we'll go that way. Not sure.
Like, are they working with the mod that you're working on?
Yeah, they took the NX and then they did the same thing I did, was import it and start working on texturing and that sort of stuff. So we'll see.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Hutch, you were asking about the unusable fuel. It's 1.5 gallons each side.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Which sucks because I've got even less. I must have loaded in with 50%.
You must have. It seems weird that you're that low.
Yeah, because I've been watching it really closely. What do you guys have right now on left and right?
I've got 10.4 on the left and 6.34 on the right.
Yeah, 47.33%.
What was it again? Sorry, 47.33. Did you say?
A firm.
43.26 for me.
I hate changing it mid-flight though.
Damn it, my flaps are down. Good lord. If you haven't seen Scarface's ginormous monitor, you should take a look at screenshots. Are
Whoa.
my flaps down? No.
That's a doozy.
Dang, Kev. The mod I'm using for, if you do exclamation point nameplate, NAMEPLATE, I believe a link comes up. Come on, internet. There you go, Gorilla. Thanks. Oh yeah, there you go, Taser. I see. Everyone's doing it. I love it. See Finargle and the Wolf way out over the water. Risky business. SDO. No one above me. That's the runway right there. Yes, it is. Taserface, it's awesome because you just drop it into your community folder like any other mod. And you can turn it on and off if you're watching. Beep, beep. It's really nice. Really nice. We be dropping. Did everybody go in with the tailwind?
Yeah, I think a lot of people did. Some guys doing a bit of a regroup here, it looks like.
Yeah, see a few people stopped. Captain Ryder only 3 to 4 knots. Yeah, I guess it looks like it's only a couple knots, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's not too bad. Here we come. Hutch, you behind me?
Yeah, I got me, plus it looks like about 4 guys, so if you guys want to start rolling, you should be good.
Cool, cool, cool. Lost Juice, it's good to see you.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a bit.
We've been missing the
What
end
a
of flight
legend.
shenanigans. Keep calm, Pat Ron. That's a new name. What's going on? Keep calm, Pat Ron. Is your name Ron and you're asking us to patch you?
That Lost Juice just came right back in and subbed again.
Yeah, he did. Sorry, Lost Juice. I'll get there. I just want to make sure I don't
He's
crash.
super focused.
If you're on the ground at Tango Juliet, get on the roll. We got fuel to preserve.
You're a legend. You're an absolute legend.
Done.
Back in the air. Oh, Hutch isn't landing. He's just going for it.
I think, yeah, me, Scott, Merlin, and NorCali are the caboose here, so you guys are good.
That's fair. All right, Lost Juice, dude. Thank you. And Kev, thank you for playing the legend for Lost Juice. Yeah, we miss you, man. No worries. Hopefully you'll be back soon. Life gets busy. It is, I get it. Certainly, I get that. That was me a month and a half ago. So we got you. Cobra 28, Pat Ron is you. Pat Ron is how we say Patron. Oh.
Pat Ron.
To be fair.
Pat Ron. And now Lost Juice using 500 bits, dude. Thank you so much. A regular supporter of the Bush League Legends community.
To be fair.
Lost Juice, if there's, let us know if you're coming, when you're coming back, and we'll make sure we roll out the red carpet for you. And by red carpet, I mean just get everyone off the runway. He's coming in, and he's coming in upside down. Yes. Lost Juice, our landing instructor. Do as I say, not as I do. Patron.
Someone get me off this flipping continent.
We're almost there. We've got one more landing, and then
One more touch and go, and that's it.
that's it. One more TNG, then we fly out to waypoint 2, and we cross in the water.
I'll leave a flag of flaming dog poo on the last landing.
Carbon, how are we going to make this on this fuel?
Oh, we'll be fine. Be fine. That's what, maybe another hour away?
Yeah, I suppose. I'm bringing my fuel burn way back.
Yeah, I'm burning 6.3 per hour right now.
6.3, that's a good idea.
Still grounding about 123 and a half.
121, so let's bring that up just slightly. There we go.
So we do a smidgen of a tailwind right now.
Probably should have brought the floats. Yeah, the floats probably would have kept us safe. Probably would have kept us safe. Call in the KC-10s? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you try to pull a cub in behind the KC-10, you get thrown all over the place.
Oh my goodness. I did not have an espresso this evening.
And the air is quite turbulent over these hills.
It's bumpy.
There's a shot.
Oh, that's purdy, Hutch. That's real purdy.
Look at my plane bobbing up and...
Yep. Can a KC-10 even fly at 120?
I can probably land at 120.
Betas NG, Ultra Wee. Ultra Wee, you've made it in front of me. That's awesome. Let's take a look around. Oh, lots of folks here. Keep calm, Patron. Hutch, what's your altitude down there? The Wolf is flying the coast. Looks like SDO is pulling up the rear. Viper, Skydream, Merlin, Icy, Ska, and Bug. It's NorCali, the Wolf. There's me. Sheeter, Maui, Jugular Beer, Eric, Ruby, Sheeter, Mike. Did I say? I said Sheeter already. Bluefo, Rainman, Token Brown,
Falling
Fnargle.
off bikes, maybe. I could watch kids fall off bikes all day. I don't give a shit about your kids.
Kid fall off bikes all day.
What's up, Mordicus? Fnargle, Beta Zenji, and Ultra Wee, rounding out the group flight. Loves it. Oh God, Railer. WKA, I missed you, and Viper Strike. I think I missed you as well. That's pretty. I'm not gonna hit anything, right? Yeah, I'm good.
Why'd you go up so high if you're so low on fuel, Super?
Because? Hope that helped answer that question.
Man, gonna have a fuel problem. Not great. Not great. Look at this. Super. Little thumbnail. Clickbait there.
A little bit.
Pretty.
This sim, man. I tell you. Even makes Africa look good.
Even makes what?
You know,
The
I
deserts of
like
Africa.
it here. We're just leaving one desert for another.
It's pretty.
Yeah, but the next one's much smaller. Will not take 7 months to go through it. Oh, I guess it'd be 8 months now, right?
I would have to go back and look, but it has been a while. Actually, I might be able to tell you right now.
I think it was like December 20th was when we entered. Like when we crossed Morocco and all that, yeah.
Was it?
So, yeah.
It's been a minute.
Whew.
That's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, the crosswind is annoying. I'm still only burning 6.3 though, so we're good. I'm still grounding 126.
Yeah, I'm basically 24, and 6.5.
Yeah, I guess I could come back on the manifold. I was at 25. Bring it back a wee bit.
Alright, what's this next one?
Rain Man, you may have to get out and push the last little bit.
This next one is less than 100 feet and 11:29 is the runway.
11:29. You're gonna want to go in 29.
Yeah, it's looking pretty windy up here, isn't it?
Yeah. A little bit. What's the field elevation here?
69 feet.
Oh, okay. We're getting close to sea level.
Nice.
Sick. That should help.
Yeah, I should have just stayed at like 1,000 feet, maybe even.
$69. Eric. This guy.
I think Rain Man is worried about his fuel.
It would seem like it. Oh god.
So if you've got, let's see here, you take 1.5 gallons off each side that's not usable, and if you've got, say, 7 gallons left on top of that, or 10 total, you should be okay. You're burning fumes on the way in, but
does it look like there's a
30
little
miles
town here?
to the... Yeah, this is Djibouti, dude.
it is Djibouti.
Oh my goodness, you are correct, sir.
So from here, from Obak Airport, we have 30 miles to waypoint 2, which is the end of Africa. And then we have an 87.8 nautical mile crossing.
Oh, what is happening? What is happening? Where are you going?
So...
So...
maybe about 500 feet. Do the materials that this plane is made out of float? Just out of curiosity.
What
Can I
is
fashion it?
going on?
I
Some
think
kind
the
of
tanks
canoe.
are empty enough, it would, yeah.
Just turn the plane into a canoe to cross. Yeah, if you want to low fly over the field, that will count as a TNG as well.
No,
due
you
to
put your wheels down.
emergency situations.
Last stop in Africa. You gotta,
Last stop. You touch down.
Where's this place? How long do the wheels have to be down?
Not long.
doesn't matter.
So if I cross the runway from the side, that still counts.
If you hear a little squawk, you're good to go.
Both main wheels have to touch, says Merlin.
Roger.
Touch
I'll be
and go. That's right. No
I'll be
drag.
using the runway perpendicular then.
Just landing
Not
in the
even
desert.
joking.
Are you going straight in?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go straight in, touch the wheels, hopefully not run out of runway from the side. Yeah, bounce and go, exactly.
Bounce and go, yeah.
The nice thing is I can just coast into here.
Bonus if you only touched with the tail wheel.
I don't have a tail wheel. I don't have a tail wheel. Alright,
It's only
0.2
touching tail.
fuel.
Okay. All right, let's see if I can do this.
You get to add 5 gallons if you do that. Merlin 1129 runway. Or if you're coming in from the side, then it's not that.
Nope, didn't do
In
it.
a runway, it's just
Oh, did you crash, Carbon?
No, I didn't crash. I just couldn't get the tail wheel down first.
Gotcha.
all right. Rolling, and I'm out of here. Goodbye, Africa.
Later.
Up to 1,000.
There actually a runway here?
No, it's just
Ah, just sand.
Oh, well, I should have gone straight in now. Dang it.
Told you, just going sideways, dude.
Oh, there are cars here, though, so let's...
Well, what was your favorite part of Africa, Carbon?
The length.
I have a memory of a place in Morocco, I think it was, where we hit like this ridge, and then the ridge dropped like
Oh, yes.
like 500 feet or whatever.
Did we just roll off of it?
I think we just flew over it and then just dropped down the other side. It was a total surprise.
I definitely remember that.
Right?
Wasn't that by the eye?
I think it was near it somewhere.
It was
I feel like we flew past the eye. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I remember that. Yeah, that was breathtaking.
South Africa was cool. Trying to think of other places. It's all kind of blurred together.
It's been a long 7 months. What
Rain
local
Man
sim?
1823.
What Hutch said.
Or 1826 is what it should be. Not sure why mine is a couple behind.
You guys should put in chat what your favorite spots in Africa were. That'll probably be hard to describe.
Oh, Eric. Oh, and I missed a new follower. Giraffe on skis. That'd be funny. Giraffe on ski. Yeah, right? It'd be so cool. Thank you so much for the follow. If you want to fly along with us, you are more than welcome. Fly whatever you want. Check out the Discord. Flight plans in there. Check out bushleaguelegends.com. You will find all the mods for the xCub that we fly at that location. We just touched down for the last time in Africa for at least a few weeks before we cross back over. But we've been in Africa for 7 months, it sounds like, just under 7 months. So this is a big moment. And Punch Dickens is not here for it. But Giraffe on Skis, thank you so much for the follow.
Welcome to the Legends Ground
Classic
Crew.
Punch.
Classic Punch.
Should all swing by Kuwait and visit my son. Where is Kuwait compared to where we're going, Carbon?
Kuwait.
Will we catch it when we come out of Europe?
Side.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm not. We might cut down through there eventually. Because right now we're making the push up to Cairo and then up
Israel and stuff.
Israel, yeah, and then.
So maybe when we come out of Europe, headed towards like Nepal and India and all that.
Yeah, we may cut down that way. Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing to see in Russia anyway.
It'll be snowy.
It's about the same as northern Canada, just nothing. Breeze and water.
out this desert sunset though on our way out.
Yeah, it's not too terrible. Oh, wow.
So it's going to be dark before we get there.
Yeah. Yep, it sure is.
What does that mean?
Let me see about this field here. I don't know if it's got any lighting. Oh well. We'll do like last time. Although there are mountains around it, so that'll be fun.
Good, yeah, mountains in the dark. Good.
Field elevation's up at nearly 4,800 feet.
4,800?
Yeah.
Wait, so we have to cross 90 miles across the water and then climb
Yep.
to 4,800?
Well, at least we got the gas for it.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Manage that fuel. I'll get a bit of a headwind here, aren't we?
Headwind, crosswind, all the wrong winds.
Oh my god, you can hear the wind.
Right?
All those blinking lights out there, super. That looks awesome.
Right? Sometimes I love it when the name plates are off.
Yeah.
And I think pretty well everyone's in front of me too. Oh, I got a few behind me, okay. Oh wow, more behind me than I thought.
And like I said, no fuel, mountains on approach, no lights on the runway, landing at night. This flight.
You guys have had it way too easy.
Ironically, the guy that is a commercial pilot put this together.
I like to torture you guys. It's fun.
We appreciate it. Oh, I'm burning way too much fuel. Bring that back. Switching to floats.
14 gallons left. Alright, I have enough for 2 hours, basically, at this cruise setting.
I
You're
have
good.
14 gallons. It should be good.
No,
So
no, you don't.
-3.
For -3.
Have like
yeah.
yeah. So
Gallon and a half in each side, unusable. So you have about an hour 40 left in you. And that doesn't include the 3,000 foot climb we're gonna have to make at the end.
I'm already at 2,000.
You got to get to 4,800.
I'll start climbing now.
you got to get higher than that. Let's see what these mountains are.
Darn you.
Highest sector 11.7 and 13.3.
Oh.
Oh no!
You're gonna die.
No one tell Charlie.
And
He's
it's
gonna be
pitch black.
I'm just gonna climb 100 feet per minute to 5,000 right
Oh,
now.
that's a good idea.
That should use the least amount of fuel. And I think we're gonna get a slight tailwind, maybe?
Yeah,
After
that'd
this
be nice.
turn? Oh, I'm getting rocked over this hill, though. Alright, VS 100.
Yeah, we need Patey's solar panels.
Merlin says the high ground south-southwest of the airfield is 9863 on the
No. Turn off dead stick for water. Good call.
I mean, yeah, just turn it off now, because at this point, we'll get stuck in Africa again. And I refuse to get stuck in Africa one more day.
Well, stream is over. We'll have to complete it next week.
Oh, 30 knots up here? Oh, man. Get me
Oh,
away from
no.
the play.
Yeah,
What?
it is. Right
Very
now I'm
windy,
getting
isn't it?
20 cross and 20-ish head. Oh boy. Well, we're going to turn left soon, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just getting rocked around. It looks like a man flying. Should do channel points predicting about finish the flight with, yeah. Throw pole up. Oh my goodness. Is everybody else getting rocked this hard? That's a 30 knot headwind right now? Oh, 20. It's still 20.
You know, I'm gonna stay at 2,000 max for a fair amount of time, I think.
I'm at 22.9. It is uncomfortable. This reminds me of what I like about the Middle East. Fair enough.
Tower, this is Ghost Rider.
What the
Oh, man.
what?
Flyby.
Flat and windy. Rolly Mal. Rolly Mal, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. If you want to come and fly with us, just jump in, empty your tanks, and take off, because that's what we're dealing with right now. And we're going to be landing apparently at 4,800 feet in the middle of mountains in the pitch dark. So
On
join
the
us.
airfield.
Join us. Thanks for
Good thing
follow.
we had,
You're gonna
sorry.
see. I was just gonna say you're gonna see us all crash. So
Welcome to the Legends Ground
We do
Crew.
have some unlit airfield experience from last week
we do,
with elephants, no less.
which we did find, which was impressive.
There's
I
a
had like road lighting near it though.
That's
I
true.
feel like this might have actually no lights.
there's a
Oh,
VOR
man.
at the field that we're going to. The frequency's 113.6. So as we get closer, we can probably pull a radial off of that for the runway center. We're pretty close to it anyway.
Oh, good, 97 miles out.
I'm just feeling super optimistic.
Really need this wind to shift in our favor.
Well, we're gonna make a right-hand turn, which might
I don't
actually
know.
give us a tailwind.
We got a 30 knot
I think it's
headwind
gonna
through
be-
3,300.
Yeah, I have wind 304 at 22 right now,
Oh,
or
boy.
310. It's gonna be a straight side wind.
Yeah, we
Good
might
call.
want to be down at the deck for a while. Eh?
Oh, Gorilla put up a pole.
Oh no,
Oh,
what is it?
how many legends will run out of fuel and have to ditch? So guys, if you don't know how to do a poll, just look up at the top of the chat. Wow.
Carmen, do we have permission to go direct too?
No, let's
Negative.
let's risk it. Let's risk it. Let's Seinfeld this. Hang on and hope for the best. Houston, we have a problem.
We couldn't have had 70% fuel when we left. Whose fuel could we write down at the end of this?
Probably Jers, who just goes balls to the wall.
What a
Doesn't stop.
Oh.
And of course, I'm getting lightning.
Nervous?
Yeah, my terrain radar over there is all red, just
This
straight red.
time.
Cool,
Not
cool,
great.
cool,
No,
cool,
I've
cool.
been nervous lots of times.
Might as well just continue climbing up to at least 10,000, right? Like 10.5?
Not right now.
No?
Right now, you would with this wind.
I'm going to give it a try. I'll let you guys know how it looks.
I'll go. So long, Stoverlord.
Right? Going down to
Right,
500 feet
man.
above the deck? Ooh.
Yeah, that might be the way to go. At least for the first half of the crossing, I think. Stay low, conserve. Plus I can, descend for a little bit, which I like the idea of.
There's no way I should have thunder.
Is that what that flashes I just saw over the corner there?
I have no weather around me. Come on.
Well, we did go through how many miles of rainstorms. They're probably just catching us.
Yeah.
Ultra Wee's back. Cool. Just about to cross the... What is this? Where are we?
It's the south of the Red Sea, south end of the Red Sea.
My wings are pink.
Ah, she's giving us an epic goodbye.
Yeah.
Got the Gulf of Aden off our right, the Red Sea off our left. Good luck pronouncing these cities we're gonna head towards.
Oh, Ultra Wee, you're good luck. J-Dog put it down on the beach there. Nice.
Is he staying?
He gave up. We should have all planned this and landed down there and got a group photo for our goodbye to Africa.
Find a buddy in the sky like you do the opposite of what you're supposed to do at Oshkosh.
Yeah.
Find a buddy side by side across the river, or water, not river.
Gorilla 1718 from 295 at 500.
Still pretty breezy.
That's like 8 knots slower than what I have at 1,200 feet. That sunset though, man. Holy.
Well, it looks like 11 plus people are gonna not make it, according to the legends.
Come on, airplane. Turn right. There we go. "15 knots," says Gorilla. Alright, you convinced me. 500. Here we go.
Winds are actually, well, they're only dropping by a few knots through 8,000.
You're just gonna dead stick into the field, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
That's why you did this.
Okay, let's make this turn any day now.
Yeah, just
It
about
really
to make
won't
it.
turn until right after the long beachy area. Okay, straight crosswind at this point. 297 at 20. Oy, 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 oy.
Oh boy, that is windy.
I've got what have you guys got for a headwind right now down there?
Let me see, I gotta change mine. I just have mine on option 3.
I'm through 8,800 with a 15 knot headwind.
That's better than what I got. At 3,000.
19 cross, 0 headwind, where I'm at.
Zero headwind. Nice.
Yeah,
And what
like
else? Yeah.
one knot. I'm through 700 for 500.
Okay.
So it's just straight crosswind at this point.
You're at what carbon? 88?
Through 93 now. Going up to 10.5. Got
Holy cow.
14 on the nose now. Time to
Yeah,
swim
500
right.
definitely the way to go here.
I'm gonna let you guys all get in there first so you can light up the runway.
This water looks super cold in this sunset. It's like purple.
Oh god, yeah. Gorilla says he's gonna hug the terrain all the way to the end. Yeah, Captain Ryder, everyone's staying low to not fight the wind because we're just so low on gas. Or at least a few of these folks are staying low. I'm gonna go the carbon route and I'm gonna climb.
Yeah, I'm like 45 minutes out, looks like right now. I haven't leveled off yet, so it should be less than that.
Yeah, I have ETE 4145 right now. 82 miles.
Loads of fuel.
If you're going DME off the VOR, it's about a half mile past the airport, it looks like. $37.40 for Gorilla. I feel like we're doing oceanic crossing. Everyone's reporting in. Final calls.
So I'm at 10.5. I ended up with a 10 to 11 knot headwind.
Well,
Not terrible.
I'm coming up
No.
to you, so hopefully I won't run out of gas. Should be. I think I'll be all right. Oh boy, we'll be all right.
Super, what are you looking forward to seeing in Europe or the Middle East area?
I'm excited for Italy. I'm really excited for Italy.
So I just avoid that altogether, should I? Wouldn't that be just like the biggest jerk move ever?
That'd be crazy. There's just so much to see in Italy. A lot of historic areas. So
yeah, for sure.
So Italy should be pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Greece should be pretty good too. They've got some pretty amazing beaches.
Like Israel, Jerusalem area, Greece, Italy, that Norway, Denmark, Sweden area.
Yeah.
With the world update.
Germany will be good because that's kind of in the next world update, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So that one could end up being really good. It'll likely come out before we get there. So
thoughts and prayers to our boys and women over there in the floods.
Oh
Looks
man, yeah.
good.
There's some pretty scary stuff.
Yeah, they're having a brutal time.
Alright, I'm gonna have to watch this fuel balancing much more carefully now.
Yep.
8 and 8, basically. Alright.
Denmark is like Kansas, but surrounded by water. Instead of more Kansas.
Not going to Denmark.
Merlin's got 0 headwind at 200.
Yeah, it's all crosswind. No headwind.
I got 9 knots headwind now. Because it's not too bad up here. Plus, I don't have to do the climb later.
There's a few folks that have done the climb here, that are doing the climb. My wind is still not great, and I'm at 85.
Yeah, once you get up, it should be okay.
Just crossing some random island here.
Going high, dead stick in.
Bluefo said he dropped down. 36 knot crosswind was bad.
Oh boy.
I thought I just saw your name in front of me somewhere. Maybe it was off to the side. Oh yeah, you're off to my right. Can't wait for this size gaggle group to be flying into Oshkosh next year.
Yeah, we need 20 to 30 next year for sure.
What if we make it all the way around to Oshkosh in the journey?
That would be
probably
insane.
Impossible, but it would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to do that, but
like if there's any chance that it could happen, we're just gonna go in a straight line.
And then we'll fly back to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be the year after.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 2024. Yeah. Oshkosh 2023. Yep. I mean, it could be. I think that's how we plan. We plan it. We land. We do the Sim Venture 2023, and then we all fly to real Oshkosh for the end of the journey party. Seems legit, right? Start saving your money now, folks. Get your passports updated. Abstracts by Brian. I feel like that is an also on the nose name. That is awesome. Do you do abstract art? Painting of some sort? Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate you tuning in. We are on the last, what are we here? 80 miles of this flight. Oh God, 80 miles. Good Lord. We might not all make it. We're a little low on fuel. There's a lot of wind. It's getting dark. We're landing with no runway lights in the mountains.
The moon is out, though.
The moon is out. The moon is out.
Is it? Where is it?
That'll help.
Maybe.
It's like, it's kind of to the south a little bit.
Ah, there you are.
But thank you so much for the follow, Abstracts by Brian. Really appreciate it. If you got the sim and you want to come fly with us, you are more than welcome. This is a group flight, and you are more than welcome to come fly with us. But either way, thank you very much for the follow.
Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Wow, 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 wow. Bow, 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 bow.
God, that's got to be annoying to hear over and over and over. Really should try and change it to something else.
All right, switching to the right tank. Trying to keep these balanced if I can.
What kind of art did you used to do, Brian? Abstract, yes, but was it painting? Was it computer? Holy lightning.
Rainman is in a 40-degree crash. Where are you? Is he Rain Man in the sim too?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see him. Unless he's like right above me.
Yeah, I got a 12 knot headwind now, Carbon.
Viper, Jada, Fargo.
It's getting a little dark to be that low. That's fair. How you doing, Hutch?
Good. I think I'll start climbing here in maybe another minute or so. Doesn't look like it's too abrupt of a climb, thankfully.
Low fuel L. That's not what you want to see. Switching to the right. Got a nice low fuel right coming up soon. Painting, collage, acrylic, and oil. Nice. That's awesome. So is it the paint that gets expensive there? That's why you don't do it so much anymore? Or is it just the materials like the canvas and brushes and all that fun stuff? And yes, absolutely, Joe, when you get your new computer, join the Discord, because if you have questions, there's lots of very smart people in there that can help you out. And that would be fantastic. Are you building the PC yourself, or did you order a pre-built one? And if so, where did you order it from? What are the specs? Tell us everything. Let us enter your world.
Are we thinking we want to
Also
go
the
right
paint.
or left around the really tall mountain right before the field?
Over.
Nope.
Gorilla's at a 200-foot climb. Wheels are saying go left.
Yeah, left might, like, there's a good little valley.
What do we think we need for that? 10? To be safe?
No, I'm at 10.5, and I don't see anything that's in my way out front yet.
That.
Yeah,
Roger that.
Dot.
I'm just under 500 AGL and climbing now.
Good luck.
Left agreed about 7,000 if you're brave. No, so not 10. Alright, that's good. We'll start at 7. See where that goes. Alright.
Did we lose Super?
Sorry.
Did he pass out?
No, I was saying goodnight to the wife.
Ah.
We've lost him.
He's gone. He's gone.
These clouds in front of us look menacing.
It's too dark to tell.
Let's see, the weather there is saying winds are 310 at 4 knots, ceiling and visibility okay, temperature 35, dew point 23.
Okay, so clear.
Yep.
And warm.
Yep, very.
And elevated.
I want to go faster, but I don't want to crash.
It's a test of your and random gunfire in the distance. Oh,
Abstracts,
Where are
flight
you,
simming for 35. Oh. Flight simming for 35 years. Got it from CyberPower PC i7-107. Overclocked. 32 gigs. Z590. RTX 3070. Nice.
Very nice.
Terabyte SSD, 2 terabyte HDD, and 55. Woo, baby. Yeah, you're set. You're good. That should do okay. That's awesome. Well, when you get it, if you would like some assistance getting set up, I mean, you said you've been flight simming for 35 years, so maybe you can actually join the Discord and help some of us out. Rain Man, shout out to me. I mean, no, the whole event, like us going in as a group was what made that amazing.
the best part though was that you had convinced yourself in your comfort zone that all I have to do is just follow instructions. I don't have to talk, just listen, rock my wings, turn right, turn left, land. And then it just all fell apart in 5 seconds, basically.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I was super comfortable. I practiced the radios. I practiced everything except having to answer back. The one thing I did forget, though, that I was going to do was, and that I did do when I was practicing, was I was going to put the Fisk approach in my standby. And for whatever reason, this time I didn't do it. I don't know why. Once I listened to the ATIS, I should have changed it and I forgot. And I think I just got kind of lost in everything that was going on, so I got switched over pretty quick. She only had to ask me twice.
Go ahead and talk to me. Ah.
Oh man, I went into like pure panic. Like, did she mean that? What do I do? Thankfully, I did enough work with the radios that I knew how to get myself into a good spot.
You tuned it in fast. You got right on top of it. That was good.
Well, even then, I was like, oh, do I need to be formal? What do I do? So I ended up talking over top of her, and I was like, oh, God, no.
Got me like 270 kilo mic is
To the current cup to the mic.
Yes
Oh,
or
gosh, she's already talking.
Next time, make Punch go in front.
100%. That would have been the best. He wouldn't have answered.
Like, do you want a 2.7 or 3.6? 1 sec, let me ask the boys.
He'd just log out. Well, I'm glad everyone had fun because I had a friggin' blast. It was so good. It was way better than I expected. It was busier than I expected, which made it more fun because it was so crazy to just listen to them guide everybody in. I don't know if it came across on the stream, but hearing it in your ears, just like, it was just go, 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 go. It was nuts.
It's kind of cool watching the behind the scenes videos when you see how many people are really involved with that one controller.
Yeah. Was that the one that I posted?
Info.
Yeah.
That might have been, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That'd be hard because not only you're talking all that way, but you're trying to ingest like information from 2 to 3 different people.
Oh, totally. Yeah, like you're
right there.
You're listening to so many other folks and making sure that you hear everybody. Oh no, Maui time ran out on his left. He didn't set to 66. Oh no.
Ran out on his left wing. So he's got fuel in the right wing. I got eyes on him. He's in front of me at 1 o'clock at 10,000.
Oh, wheels drained the left tank as well. Oh no, guys. Oh no.
29er62 barrel check.
Jay.
Well, now he's not descending from what I can see, so that's good so far.
Hopefully he has enough.
I am just about 50 miles out, looks like.
Right, Gorilla? You're gonna have a talk with Carbon.
Running these for low fuel in the mountains at night.
That's why. You hear that evil laugh? That's why he does it. Evil
This place
laugh.
does have fuel though, right? Like,
wait, this
Carbon.
yeah, Carbon, does this place have fuel?
if it doesn't
Yes,
have
it
night
does.
lighting, I'm worried
Okay.
about fuel.
Could you imagine it didn't? We had to like
Jer!
We should just tell Jer when he loads in that there's no fuel at this place and he's got to get it at the next stop. By the way, we're all at 4%. And that's why he's the Stalver Lord.
There's some funky hills in front of us, it looks like. According to this terrain, synthetic terrain.
It'd be probably pretty cool to see it in the light.
Oh no.
That's for next week.
Oh, that's next week? All right.
Don't forget, you guys have a little bit of lighting you can turn on if that helps out at all.
Yeah, I think I have it all on.
Nope.
Oh no. Why are those not on? That's interesting.
You have interior lighting that you can turn on.
Oh yeah, that too.
Helps a little bit.
The panel lighting, I don't want the overhead for now. Oh, bumpy. Oh, bumpy over these rolling hills.
Pretty
Oh,
smooth
light.
at 10.5.
What the hell? Lightning?
Are you getting smashed around there?
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh my
Climb.
God, that looks terrible.
I'm in a very conservative 300 feet per minute climb.
Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot to change
Oh,
this.
lightning. Like 3 people just got struck by lightning over here. Merlin, Ruby, NorCal, Patrick, all dead. Yikes.
45 miles, 23 minutes. We can do it. I hope.
I hope. Where are we going to? OYTZ?
Yeah.
Roger. Alright. Right is lower than the left.
Oops, that's not
Just a
right.
bit. I got about 4.5 usable gallons in each wing left.
Oh, you got loads.
Oh, there's my low fuel right.
Oh man, how much have you got left?
40 miles?
I have 50 miles left. And 9 gallons? No, 10 gallons.
Total?
Total.
So
Minus
7.
3. Yes,
Yeah.
7 gallons.
Do you have how much are you burning?
I should be close.
How
Yeah.
much are you burning right now?
6.8. I'm gonna bring that back. Just whoa, lightning. Okay.
Told you. Yeah, you have about an hour of flight time left.
I think I'll be all right.
If your wind doesn't change.
I'm 26 minutes away. Sorry, 27 minutes away.
Now you have 19 gallons left? In one wing?
19 gallons in one wing? Did you drain the whole wing?
Wait. Or 10-ish. Wait, which one is
10.
it?
10. I think maybe did you put 9? 9-ish
you probably
gallons? Yeah.
Mistyped it. Gotcha. I was like, you should be tipping over.
I mean, that's pretty well a full tank.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, I've only got a oh, the winds have died right down. I've only got a 7-knot headwind now, 9-knot crosswind.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
11.
much just a 9-knot crosswind down here at
Dead
4,000.
stick time. Get out of here, Icy. No freaking way.
Dead stick's not allowed over water or in emergency situations. Like this.
Why couldn't I hear dead stick? Gorilla. I'll ban him before he can do it.
Not a kid. Perfect.
Gorilla, you got 10 left? Okay. Icy's got 14. Ultra's got 8-knot headwind at 4,000. That's not bad. Oh man, I just got rocked there. At 10.5, that's okay. Yeah, all right. Let's calm down. Rain Man, you're burning 10.5 with 21 miles to go. Dang, you're like 20 miles ahead of me. Hey, like the lightning? Yeah. Gives you a brief glimpse into what's in front of you. Hutch, how far out are you? Am I at the back of the pack here?
39.3 is what it says right now. You are very far behind me. Yeah.
Yes.
Looks like you might be last.
Wolf is behind me. I forgot I climbed quite slowly, so.
So much lightning right now.
Do you have weather on your radar? On your 750?
Stand by.
Oh, you're using your fancy screen. Well, we can't see that. Although that's awesome, and that's why we want a fancy screen.
No observable storms in front of us.
So you can pull out the modded 750 to your touchscreen as well?
Yeah, so anything with a display, if
Oh,
you do the
that's
right
so
alt
sick.
key and left mouse click, you can click on it, right? So here, I'll stop showing the game and I'll just show you what's on my touchscreen really quick. Does that work? Can I do that without
sure.
canceling?
As long as it doesn't mess up you by any means.
No, I don't want. Alright, 1 sec. Okay, just let me know when that pops up for you.
Wheels is making the left. It's a black screen right now. Oh, there it goes. Hutch, are you frozen?
Nope.
Your camera's frozen.
Oh.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
there.
I was hoping we didn't lose you.
So I do this a lot with the airline flights. So it'll put them all in one screen, or you can pop them out one by one, but then you can just focus on one of them at any time and put it back. Focus on this one, put it back. Focus on that one.
So you're using your mouse right now, but it's fully touch enabled.
Right, yeah. So you can get an XRAD on the map, definitely. So terrain looks like it's getting better. Yeah.
That 750 mod is very cool.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, you can overlay weather, terrain, all that stuff on just the regular map in here as well, or you can just pull up the weather radar, I guess, whatever you want to call it.
But you can also look at just the map and see the next rad on the 750.
Yeah, so I'm on the map right here.
Yep.
So if you just hit menu, you can turn off,
Gotcha.
you know, the topo or the traffic or the weather.
Oh, I see. So you can just have, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. So you can look at it a couple different ways.
Cool.
If you zoom in, there's some weather to the, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Probably what that crosswind is pushing towards us.
What a legend!
How many gallons left when low fuel warning
So,
hits?
Abstract, this is the GTN 750 mod. It's on pms50.com or .net, I think is the website where you can get it from.
Maui Time Gaming coming in with the resub, the prime resub, 4 months in a row, and has a specific question. How many gallons left when low fuel warning hits?
Oh.
I mean, both of mine are on.
I have to look that up. Give me a minute and I will find out.
It's probably got to be 5, because I just crossed 5 and my right main went off.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And my left main had like just gone off and then I switched it over. So I'm going to say 5 gallons.
Oops.
The equivalent of 20%. Rayman's got OITZ 4838, runways 01 and 19. You've got to be just about there, Rainman.
Roger.
How are you just asking?
Not good to be enough. What was field elevation? 58?
48.
No, 48.
48.
4838. Rainman just put it in the chat there. There we go. God, I'm 36 miles out. I'm gonna be good on fuel.
It's at 5 gallons. You're right, Super.
Cool.
Yeah,
15
Merlin
minutes
and
currently.
you're 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm 19 minutes out.
Yeah, cool. Oh, goody. Ultra, we reporting 22 knot gusts coming over the tops of the mountains.
Uh-oh. Enjoy that.
One last challenge right before landing. Also, those clouds look dangerous.
Rain Man, you're gonna make it? Okay, good. It's the idea.
Look off to
Super,
your left, and you can kind of see the sunset under the storms off to your left.
Pardon?
If you
Like
look off
over
to
here?
your left, you should be able to see like the last little bit of the sunset under the storms.
Yeah.
Oh, you might be a little bit too high.
I'm getting a little bit of red there.
Super, what time do you have set there right now? Out of curiosity. Should be like 7:15 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah, 1915, basically.
Yep.
Close.
Oh boy.
I'm doing something a little risky. Trying to catch up a bit. I'm scared. Town lights are nice. Correct.
Super, are you on metric time
Yeah.
up there in Canada?
Yeah. Yeah.
I am not climbing? Why am I not really climbing?
All right, let's switch over to Hutch and watch him crash.
No, do not. Try 500. Give a little boosty. Oh.
Is the moon working pretty well for you guys? I still got loads of visibility. Maybe that's just the
yeah.
monitor, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Somewhat
I'm pretty
lit
good.
up.
Pretty good.
For sure.
Maui's at 75 knots to make it. Yeah, he's good.
Who had the filled METAR?
Oh, I did. It was, I think 340 at, or sorry, 310 at 4 knots, so it's quite light.
And runways again? 19
Runway.
something?
Yeah, 01 and 19.
Okay. So winds favoring 01, if you can get to it.
That's a lot of... that's basically straight in. So that's kind of nice.
Alright, 6 and 6, here we go.
It should be pretty lit up just from the city we're overflying.
Yeah, the road.
And it's a massive runway.
Just gotta get over this peak, boys.
Yep, and then you're free. You can glide it in.
Ultra, we field elevation was 4,800 and change, so 4,900 if you want to be safe. And the weather is moving in from the northwest pretty quick. So those winds might start changing here.
Ultra, are you going to have enough to climb out there? I can't really see. Oh, you're at 6,000. Okay.
29er, 6.8, barrow check.
Well, that's a decent change. Oh, I'm 6'6".
Alright, Merlin has begun his left turn around the mountain, I think.
Yep.
I'm at 8,000. I think I'm going to follow you over there, Merlin. Alright, turning left due north.
That's a lot of extra flying.
I got the fuel.
And are you still going to come around for 01?
Yeah, should be fine.
Cool. I got lots of blinkies in front of me.
I know, those look cool. I need to do that.
The tiny mod is fantastic. Just because you can turn it off and on. One, like in the sim, it's tiny, so it's not as intrusive. But just being able to turn it off when you want, it's fantastic. Plenty of fuel. Maui time, 50% throttle. Good luck. I don't see where you are. Icy made the left turn. Looks like he's just kind of near you there, Hutch. Angry Horn is going right, it looks like. Whole bunch of folks went right early. Miles out.
It's like Maui just cleared the mountain, so he'll just be able to descend all the way in.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
This is why we practice dead sticks.
Yep.
It's usually not in the dark in the mountains.
Oh, I got the field in sight.
8 minutes. You have the field in sight? So the lit up?
Nope. No, I can just see the outline of it.
Ultra, are you gonna get out of there? Angry Horn, are you gonna get up and over? That is looking very ominous.
Ultra's at 6,600 feet, not climbing very quickly.
No, and that is a big wall of mountain in front of you, Ultra. Like,
Alright, 10 degrees right turn.
is no one else concerned about Ultra right now?
Did he walk away?
Ultra, did you walk away? Did you give up?
Ultra!
Oh, climbing fast. Climbing fast. He's there.
Roger.
He's hand flying. He's not answering because he's...
Wow, it is very
can't
well
type.
lit.
Can G2 taboo. Ultra's getting a good fast climb on there. And to let us know he's okay, he wrote CANTGYTYPEP. Can't type. Did I lose all? Oh no, Angry made it all the way over. To the right, nice. Eric's pretty clear over there. Tanker looks like he's over. Sheeter, Railer, you guys are all over. Yeah, it looks like, I think we're all good here, guys. Where's Hutch? Oh, there's Hutch and Icy. Merlin, nice. Good job, everybody. Icy, you crashed? Oh, no.
Oh, I was like, what? How did you crash?
I know. Come on, Ultra, you can do it. Climb. Oh, no. No. Yeah, there
Turn
you go.
around.
Wait, did he not make it?
No, I think he's gonna be good. I can't tell how far away from the mountain edge he is, but he's climbing. I think he's over. He's over. He's good.
This is very well lit back here.
Just over. Yeah, there's a big city here, I believe, that we're flying over. 15 miles. Down to 7.5 gallons. I'm not last. The Wolf and Bluefo are behind me. I can't tell how far away the Wolf is, though. At 6,000 feet, climbing. All right. Bluefo's climbing.
Anyone on the ground already?
There's, I'm not sure. There's 1, 2.
I think Rain Man is down. I think he said he made it.
It's like 5 or
no.
6 on final at least.
Yeah, it looks like they're all on final, but not down yet.
Yeah. Wheels is on the ground.
1901, right?
Gorilla's down.
Roger.
Wheels is lighting up the numbers.
How's everybody making out?
Good. I'm on my descent now, so I'll be good.
We'll be entering a long final here, 45 degrees from the west side of the field.
What did you just say, Bluefo?
You update it? Just off the website, download the new file, pop it in community. Oh, okay. Well, that lightning actually just lit up the runway so perfectly. And again.
There's a whole crew lighting up the runway. That's awesome.
You got runway inside over there.
Autopilot off.
Yeah.
Legend traffic. 7 Delta Hotel. 3 mile final, runway 19, Legends.
Oh my gosh. There's just like a cloud of lights coming in. It looks so good.
Are you down, Carbon?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Gonna aim at the nameplates because they're completely blocking everything.
Yeah, I had to shut mine off because it was a little too much. Watch Hutch come in for a landing. Oh, we got someone off to our right here. Artur EPPO64. Aw, good job, Legends. Way to light up that runway.
I tried not to hit everyone on the runway.
Oh, your camera was frozen. was like, yeah, are you not going to look at your monitor as you stop?
I keep clicking off of it and forgetting about it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Ooh, somebody just nosed over. Who was that?
Don't say that. He scared me. I thought I was tipping over, and I was looking at my screen.
I gotta turn this off. Jeez.
Getting quite the stutter on the ground too.
There's too many
Eric
names.
says I don't want to talk about it. Was that Eric that just flipped?
F's in the chat for Eric.
I know he's using a joystick that he's not really in love with. It's got like a huge dead zone, so I wonder if that caused his crash.
It could be.
If that's the case, Eric, have you tried to sort out that dead zone?
It's enormous.
Oh, that sucks. Don Pan Pan, what's going on? Good to see you. Probably lack of skill. Damn that, Eric. That's what I'm blaming it on. Is everybody down? I'm not last, right? I think Blue Foe's behind me.
Blue Foe's, yeah, behind you.
Yeah.
500.
There was a guy, Archer. It looks like he didn't land. He went around. Probably
Was he
saw.
just ran into us, or what?
I think so. He probably saw everyone down there and was like, "Nope."
It's probably like, there's never this many people flying around this part of the world. What is happening?
Oh, now he's flying right at me.
Uh-oh.
Please go around. Nope. Don't make that turn yet. Don't make that turn. Oh God. Oh God. Excuse me, sir.
Welcome to the Middle East, everybody.
Why is it so windy?
A new chapter in the journey, finally, huh?
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Alright, parking brake on.
As much as I love the NX, I'm starting to fall back in love with the Tundra, with the Tundies.
The Thunder.
The Tunda.
Yeah. It's a good challenge.
Well, I'm also trying not to rush things like I normally do as well, trying to be a little more
Right.
careful. There we go. We made it.
Blue Foe and Sky Dream. Those are the last two I see on vinyl.
I think I only see Blue Foe. Do you have one behind him?
I do, yeah.
Who was it?
It could be somebody in Fight Club. I don't know. Sky Dream.
Yeah, no, Sky Dream was back there.
Really?
Oh, I gotta turn that. Blue Foe's down. There was, the Wolf was behind as well, but I actually think,
I don't see anyone on final anymore.
yeah, I think that's it.
Alright,
I think that's it.
boys, shut her down.
Awesome job. Holy cow, is it just me or are there a lot of us here tonight?
No, there's definitely a lot of them over there.
Am I getting 25, 26, 27, depending on who's on Fight Club?
Yeah.
About
Great
right.
turnout, guys.
I think 25 is the max before
That we can
everybody else
see,
starts
right?
disappearing. I think so.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome. Eric, oh yeah, Eric's looking at the map. All the green plains. Hey, Eric. You wouldn't
Just
be looking
watching
at the
from
map.
afar.
You wouldn't be looking at the map if you...
He's like that old cartoon Wolverine meme where he's just touching the picture.
All right, guys. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it for tonight. We are out of Africa. We are, where are we? The Middle
Yemen.
East. We're in Yemen.
Yemen, yeah.
We're in Yemen. That's right. I really need to start paying attention. But guys, thank you very much. It was a fun flight. Got a little dicey at the end there. I'm looking forward to getting some gas. I can't believe you guys all still have your engines on. But it should be good. What do we got here? There we go. It should be a lot of fun, guys. We will see you next Monday, one day before the biggest update for the sim to date. I think that's safe to say. I think. Bueller, hi.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, we're tired. We're tired. Guys, all the new followers this evening, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. To the resubs and the new subscribers, thank you. To the new, to the folks that hosted, we really appreciate it. Join us next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, where we will continue this leg out of Yemen. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. Cub Crafters, best tugs. Thank you. That's it, guys. Life is crazy, you know. Don't forget to stop and take a look around every once in a while. And of course, while you're doing that, enjoy the journey. Peace.
Yeah.